same. Yeah. For my broken heart, no remedy. But maybe if you stay, we can get away with it. 'Cause you make me love my imperfections, answer all my questions, just to show me what's on the other side of inhibition. No apologies, my baby. I do you do 'cause I'm feeling so good. Memories now let me fall back. But you'll be there, ready to rescue me if I go out of track. You can get away with it. 'Cause you make me love my imperfections, answer all my questions, just to show me what's on the other side of inhibition. No apologies, my baby.
cause she know I'm a rapper. I give a but I never get feelings, cause shorty, I know what you after. Okay, they watching me, they watching me, they watching me. They watching me, they watching me, they watching me. They watching me, they watching me, they watching me. They watching me, they watching me, they watching me. Watch I look, I'm jugging. Dissect your hand if your hand am I putting, put two in your man if your man keep a looking. Act like a poopy, your biscuit tookin'. I'm not the type to go fuck with them niggas who fuck with them niggas who stay on some fish. Oh, young and trapping out the bando, from the ceiling fan to the damn floor, trying to stack my money up, cause that's the only way we can go. Tell my mama that I'm okay, see the money coming through the doorway. Got a bad bitch with a lot of money, that's foreplay. Okay, they watching me, they watching me, they watching me. They watching me, they watching me, they watching me. They watching me, they watching me, they watching me. They watching me, they watching me, they watching me.
Trapped inside this spell. Now I feel like your demons drag me close to hell. I can feel that.
Hello, welcome back to the We Are City channel, back again with another matchday live stream. And today, this live stream has just got even more important than it was before, because Manchester City are not only, trying to catch up Arsenal in the Premier League, they're actually with a very good chance of catching Arsenal now, with, of course, Arsenal dropping points against Bournemouth yesterday. We've got some people join the We Are City Silver Club in the live chat, which is great to see. And also City Edits is here as well. He's back. Welcome back. We've got a vote going in the live chat. Who do you think? Do you think Haaland's going to score again today? 80% of you guys believe he will so far. Keep those votes coming in. Manchester City versus Chelsea away at Stamford Bridge. Massive game of football. Massive game of football. Now, City can go just 6 points behind Arsenal with a win here today. Let's run through the two sides as we are just over 10 minutes away from kickoff at Stamford Bridge. As for Manchester City, we will go with us, the visitors. On the bench, we've got James Trafford, Tajani Reinders, Nathan Ake, Omar Mamouche, Mateo Kovacic, Nico Gonzalez, Reunite Nuri, Savinho and Phil Foden on that bench. Impact substitutions for Pep Guardiola's team. It is Donnarumma in goal, the back four of Nunes, Kusanov, Gahey and O'Reilly. Captain Bernal Silva and Rodri in the midfield two. Shirky, Semenyo and Doku the three. In behind Hill and Callum up top. It is pretty much the identical team that we've been seeing from the Cup final and from, of course, the game against Liverpool the other day. The changes are, of course, from the Cup final, Gahey in for Ake. And from the game the other day, Donnarumma in for James Trafford. As for the home side, Liam Rossinia's side, they have Sharon Lowe on the bench, Tosin Adebayo, former City man, as well as Liam Delap, another former City man, Dario Sugo, Malang Sarr, Achempong, Mark Gui, another former City man in Romeo Lavia, and also former Man United man in Alejandro Garnacho. Sharif is here. Hello to Sharif. He's back. The Chelsea side looks like this. In goal starts Robert Sanchez. A back four of Malo Gusto, Wesley Fofana, Joel Hatto, and also Mark Cucurella. A midfield three of captain Moises Caicedo, Andre Santos, and former City man Cole Palmer. And a front three, a very, very good front three, I think, in my eyes. João Pedro spearheads it with Estevao back in the Chelsea side and Pedro Neto off that left-hand side. But looking at Chelsea team, especially sort of defensive line, that back line, when you look at that back line of Chelsea, you have to say you've got to expect Chelsea to concede a few goals there. I mean, Manchester City, Erling Haaland really has to be scoring against that Chelsea side. When you see the back line that they're going to be putting out against Manchester City, it isn't a great back line by any means. It's not particularly good. You know, Hatto and Fofana, surely Erling Haaland gets the better of them. You can let us know your predictions in the live chat. We've already got Andrew coming in with a 3-0 prediction. I put my prediction, of course, as I always do, on the Finalysis app. You can turn your passion into power. Finalysis in partnership with Sky Sports launching this new app for fans to make their opinions count, because when it comes to your club, you guys know best. And we have had this app running now for nearly and pretty much the full season. I've been part of Finalysis as starting 11 for Manchester City for the full season. Been putting all my sort of ratings on there for the players throughout the full season, my opinions and so on. I did put my pre-match prediction in there. I've gone for a 2-0 win for City. I've gone confident. I'm not entirely confident, to be honest with you, but I've gone for a win, and I predicted a 2-0 win for City. We've seen that before from City here at Stamford Bridge. It's going to be a very difficult game, though. A very, very difficult game. Maybe Jeremy Doku has an absolute storm off the left-hand side and gets a 96 rating. Maybe Erling Haaland gets another hat-trick, gets himself a 92 rating. You guys can make your thoughts known on the Finalysis app. Trust me, it is the place to be. As you get your predictions in here in the live chat, and go and put them on the Finalysis app as well. Sharif's got a 2-1 prediction. City Edits thinks 2-0 as well. You can go and follow me on the Finalysis app. You can follow my account on there. And trust me, it's the place to be. You can download the Finalysis app on the Google Play Store or on the App Store if you're on iOS, and be part of Finalysis. You don't want to miss out on turning your passion into power. Honestly, that is where you want to be. So City and Chelsea today going to be big. Sheriff's already on there. He gave Haaland a 96 rating after the Liverpool game. I think I gave Haaland 96 as well, Sharif, actually. In agreement there, putting in some big ratings for some big performances. It's one of my highest rated games this season, actually. But my highest rated games this season so far isn't actually that one. It's not the cup final either. It's a 3-0 victory at home to Liverpool, which still statistically is my highest rated game. That one, I was very, very happy with the side, the way they performed in that one. So that is my other highest one. So yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? City have been great in the last two games. You feel like City have been sort of back to their best in the last two games, you would say. It's been more like the Manchester City that we know. That being said, you know, I'm not entirely confident because of the issues we've had throughout the season, the mistakes we've made throughout the season. We've made the same mistakes time and time again. I don't want to do that. You know, we don't want City to do that. We can't be doing that. And if they do that, then obviously we're not going to be winning the league, are we? So that's how it is. Sheriff says your mic settings are weird. It should sound clearer than ever, to be honest, Sheriff. I'm not quite sure. And obviously I can't hear how it sounds, but maybe there's a way of doing that. Hang on. Now I can hear exactly how I sound, and I think I sound pretty clear, if you ask me. Let me just change it. I've got the headphones into the microphone, so it is coming through pretty clear. I can hear you perfectly, says City Edits. Yeah, I thought so. Just change this a little bit. Change these settings, but from what the sounds to me, it sounds pretty good, if you ask me. It sounds pretty good. I've got the headphones plugged into the microphone now. I can hear myself very, very clearly. And it sounds pretty clear, if you ask me. Pretty clear. Obviously, there might be some settings that change as it comes through on the OBS. I mean, I don't know if that sounds any better than before. But I have some settings changed just so it doesn't like go too loud and so on. Compress the sound a little bit. It was too loud before, says Sheriff. I'm surprised it was too loud. I mean, last week we said it was too quiet. Interesting. That's how it is, I guess. Spurs lost to Sunderland to City. Spurs did lose to Sunderland, which puts them in a bad position, doesn't it? A really bad position for Spurs, because there is a very, very good chance that we see Tottenham Hotspur relegated now from the Premier League, which would be absolutely crazy if it was to happen. Something that we didn't expect to happen this season at all going into it, especially after Spurs, of course, winning the Europa League last year. But sacking Ange Postecoglou, that's caused big problems for Tottenham Hotspur, hasn't it? And they've got progressively worse, much worse over the season. They haven't won a game yet in 2026, which is absolutely ridiculous, isn't it? And them being relegated is looking very, very likely now. The Chelsea side has been on the screen actually at the moment for me, and I've already spoke about the Chelsea side and the way they line up today. There's certainly issues in that Chelsea team. Looking at, I think that we should be really taking advantage of. I mean, Doku, Shirky and Semenyo are creative players. You look at that Chelsea back line, there's definitely going to be pockets of space to pick up, holes to pick. I don't rate Andre Santos so highly for Chelsea. I know he had a good season at Strasbourg. He's known well by Liam Rosenior, but I don't think he's really shown his quality quite yet. Moises Caicedo is probably one of the best holding midfielders in world football. But he's on his own here, and if he's got Shirky and Bernardo Silva picking up pockets of space, it's going to be very difficult for him. The two sides are in the tunnel right now. Mark Cucurella and Bernardo Silva, of course. Bernardo Silva confirming it is his final game for Manchester City. Oh, final game. It's not his final game. Hopefully not. It is final season for Manchester City, isn't it, of course? And he will be leaving the club come the end of the season, which is very disappointing to see him go. But I think I would say it's the right time. That is my personal opinion. I would say it is the right time, because you can't be too sentimental in football. Sometimes we do make these sort of mistakes where we hang on to players for too long. We want to keep them around the club for too long. And if you do that, you sometimes get in a situation like you've seen with other clubs. I mean, Manchester City have done it themselves. We've been very good at being sort of non-sentimental about players over the years. And then if you remember the sort of Kyle Walker situation where we probably kept him on for 6 months too long at the club and his massive downfall. Ilkay Gundogan, we acted nostalgically in the transfer market, something we've not done in the past either, bringing him back. That didn't work out either. And it led to the worst season in Pep Guardiola's reign at the club, didn't it? Which was really disappointing. So we have to make sure that we avoid that. And to avoid that, he's letting Bernardo Silva go. And I think Bernardo Silva himself probably believes it's time to go. I think he has asked Manchester City to leave in the past. He's asked many a times to leave the club. And he's going to be going this time. The end of his contract, it seems like a natural end. I think the same's coming probably for John Stones as well. My insane tactics for this game, says Sheriff. That Bernardo's Rodri attack into the open space. O'Reilly goes to midfield. Insane tactics. I think it'll be a little bit the opposite. We'll see Rodri go into mid. We'll see Rodri and Bernardo stay in sort of a two. And we'll then see O'Reilly obviously push up into that space. That's going to cause problems for Chelsea. I think the worry is, actually, though, if we see O'Reilly push up into that space, which he's been doing so well since the start of the season, where he found himself playing there after Reinight Nuri's injury and the game against Tottenham Hotspur at home, where they lost 2-0 that day, City. Pretty poor. He's been really, really good at pushing up into that space, been great at left back. But today, Chelsea, I believe, Liam Rosenior has put something out there tactically that I think is a very good idea of trying to stop City making that attacking run from O'Reilly and maybe try and not be as expansive as that, because you've got Palmer and Estevao who are going to be both playing on that right side. Now, I remember Enzo Maresca when he was at Chelsea. And City's faced off against Chelsea, and City did that exact thing where the fullback went inside and the wingers went wide, and they did it at home against Chelsea, a 3-1 win at home against Chelsea for Manchester City. And in that game, Noni Madueke, who's now an Arsenal player, he was still at Chelsea at the time, and he actually was drifting into sort of a right wing-back role, and Chelsea was forming at times a back five. Madueke was dropping back, sometimes they had Neto dropping back to try and deal with them defensively. So it's interesting, isn't it, that Chelsea today sort of got the opposite from Liam Rosenior. He's going to go play Estevao and try and sort of pin down O'Reilly to that left-back role, try and keep him there if they can do. I mean, Chelsea without some big players, without club captain Reece James today, which I think is a big miss for Chelsea Football Club. He's a really good footballer, and there's some other big players that they're missing as well. Do we love playing with our food, says Sheriff? Well, I mean, City today, we need to be as clinical as we have been in the cup final and against Liverpool in the last one. If we get our chances, we need to put them in the back of the net and not make silly mistakes and not take our chances. If we don't take our chances, I think Chelsea could punish us here today. And that is a worry because this is a massive game now. This is a massive game for Manchester City. City need to win here today. If they don't win today, Pep Guardiola spoke in his press conference, a loss today for Manchester City, anything other than a win, would probably mean the title race over. And I agree with Pep Guardiola right there. Anything other than a win today, and you would say it is completely Arsenal's title, despite their slip-up against Bournemouth. But it's been the nature of this title race this season. I spoke about it in Sky Sports just the other day. We've seen so many times that maybe Arsenal slip up and City fail to capitalise. We've seen City slip up and Arsenal fail to capitalise. I remember City's defeat in the Manchester Derby, a 2-0 defeat, an absolutely shocking performance on the day. City were incredibly poor in that one, really, really poor. And on that day, I thought, we've got no chance winning the league now, and Arsenal would go and win their game. And they went and drew 1-1. And they're the mistakes that these teams do make. And it's been that sort of Premier League season, really. Both sides of the top unable to really put a run together. If Arsenal put a run together, like Sheriff says there, they should have run away with this title in December. They really should. I do believe that. I believe Arsenal should have run away with this title. At the same time, if Manchester City were playing at the level that they have in previous seasons, if Manchester City played like we know they can do, they would also have run away with the Premier League title this season. So it's just been one of those seasons. I think everyone's beat everyone. I feel like the floor of the Premier League has certainly come up in that sense. So the teams around the bottom of the table, I think, have certainly got better. And the teams around the top have certainly not got any better. So two sides on the pitch here, ready for kickoff in the Premier League. We are ready now. Sometimes you might be just a little bit behind. There might be some delay, which is part and parcel sometimes of streaming that we're slightly behind. City in the third kit today, in the green rain or shine kit, which is absolutely horrible. I think we've got a torrid record in it as well. But I think we did win away to Forest and away to Crystal Palace wearing this kit. Two places where it's difficult to go. So Manchester City versus Chelsea. To get underway at Stamford Bridge, Bernardo Silva kicks us off. And we're off here. Big game in the title race. Absolutely massive game in the title race. And already a slack pass by Manchester City. And Mark Gay puts it out for a throw-in. That's pretty poor by City. Really bad start here at the bridge. Sloppy start. Sloppy start by Manchester City there. So here's Joel Hatto, Dutchman, former Ajax man. He's been played more of a left-back in his time at Chelsea. Playing at centre-back today alongside Fofana. A header away from City early on there with O'Reilly and Estevao. Behind for a throw-in for Chelsea. But Chelsea have started in possession. City going with that sort of same tactic that we used against Liverpool and we used against Arsenal. And it is the sort of four up top. Haaland and Shirky out of possession. Semenyo on the right, Dock on the left, and then Rodri and Bernardo in the midfield too. But today, Bernardo's sitting a bit deeper and Rodri's going to be a little bit further forward, which is interesting tactically from him. Kusanov's ready to step into midfield as well for Manchester City. It's sort of a back three, really, with Bernardo and Kusanov sat in front of the defence, out of possession. Rodri behind the front four. We're City in possession now for the first time today. MK is here. Hello to MK. Nunez wide right to Semenyo. Heavy touch from Antoine Semenyo. He's give it away to Pedro Neto, but he goes and wins it back. Well played. Nunez into Rodri. Rodri across to Bernardo Silva. Back to Rodri. And back to Donnarumma, who... A lot of questions over his ability on the ball, isn't they, from City fans online? Probably rightfully so. As Kusanov fires one forward here into the channel towards Erling Haaland against Fofana, and Haaland gets there ahead of him. Great hold-up play from City's Erling Haaland here. Haaland, that's fantastic. He keeps hold of it. Handball by Chelsea man. Rodri should work it wide here. He's a bit slow to do so. City playing a bit better than the opening in the first few minutes there. Guehi onto Bernardo Silva in this left-hand channel. Jeremy Doku. A comfortable win for Manchester City. A statement win. Will be massive. Arsenal fans, of course, watching this one. Arsenal players, perhaps. Shirky, O'Reilly, Shirky. Lovely little back heel in towards O'Reilly. He's been fouled here, Shirky. Referee played advantage. It's Matheus Nunes. Wide right to Antoine Semenyo against Cucurella. Antoine Semenyo's physically strong. He goes past Cucurella. Semenyo. Cucurella, great defending. Behind for a corner for Manchester City. And it's good defending by Cucurella. Good work against Antoine Semenyo. Just knocks it round him on the right side, then tries to push his way round him. It's good defending. Corner ball. Shirky was fouled with a lovely little back heel in the build-up there as well. He's back to his feet now, Shirky. The Semenyo song is ringing around the chat there. The Semenyo song is becoming quite a big thing, isn't it, actually? Quite a big thing. Many are enjoying it. But we need Shirky to step up in these big moments today. Erling Haaland, Semenyo, Doku. These big players. We're looking towards you to get the goals. So captain Bernardo Silva across to take the corner. He takes it short towards Matheus Nunes. Back to Bernardo Silva. Back to Nunes again. Back to Bernardo once more. City refused to cross it. Bernardo 1-on-1 with Cole Palmer onto his left foot. Bernardo back out to Nunes. Crossing to the far post by Nunes. Headed across the box here by Gay. And just couldn't be found by Erling Haaland. And Chelsea get it away. That's a good chance for Manchester City. Here's Malo Gusto, a left-footed slice away. All the way towards Kusanov, who knocks it down to Ryan Shirky. But a good start by City now. After a bit of a sloppy one in the opening few seconds, here's Ryan Shirky. Wide right to Antoine Semenyo. Back out to Bernardo Silva just behind him. Semenyo again here. I mean, an early goal would settle the nerves a little bit, wouldn't it, for Manchester City? There's got to be nerves. There's nerves amongst the fans. There's nerves amongst me today. Here is Jeremy Doku. Estevao comes to help out defensively. Doku. Mark Gay. Gay with a switch of play towards Shirky is brilliant. Shirky first time pass down towards Nunes. Back wide to Shirky once again. Bit of space for Shirky. Into Rodri on the underlap here. Rodri across the box here into the hands of Robert Sanchez. Erling Haaland was there but couldn't get the end of it. It's a long ball by the goalkeeper in behind the City defence all the way through to Gianluigi Donnarumma. Sanchez tries to hit City quick on the counter. João Pedro the on a runner. And City get it back pretty easily. Here's Shirky. On towards Bernardo Silva. Does the Sarr play for Palace? This is Frenchman Sarr. I think he played for Strasbourg, another one that Chelsea have brought in from there. They've got Omega coming in the summer, who's been signed from Strasbourg as well, which is interesting because Omega fell out with Rosinha while at Strasbourg, was banned for disciplinary action, so I'm not quite sure. Semenyo's taking on Cucurella, who's passed him. Semenyo, brilliant. Semenyo's still going here. Should have played a pass, he didn't do. Dispossessed by Caicedo. It's a lovely challenge by Kusanov, but it's fell into Cole Palmer, and Chelsea are 3-on-2 at Manchester City here. And Palmer's passed a little bit heavy wide to Pedro Neto on the left-hand side. Neto pulls it back to Cole Palmer. Palmer still looking to get a shot off against Rodri. Pass Rodri Palmer, and he hits his shot into the side netting. But what a chance for Chelsea there. Really good opportunity. Really good opportunity there for Chelsea. Deflects into their favour. Palmer plays it through to Neto. He had Estevao on the other side, who was unhappy with his arms stretched. The Brazilian wide. Palmer to pass it right. And the end, Palmer goes for goal himself as well, which is the side netting. But that was a problem for City there. And Chelsea showing they will be dangerous on that counter-attack today. I feel like the ante of this game, the level, the pressure on Manchester City has just gone up another level. It really has because of that result for Arsenal against Bournemouth. Great play by City with Semenyo there and Bernardo, but across comes Caicedo to cut it out, and it's back to Robert Sanchez. Wesley Fofana. Caicedo. Clips a pass in towards Gusto, who tries to lay it off to Estevao next to him. I signed the Lapan FC. He's been disappointing. I mean, the Lap's been pretty disappointing for Chelsea as well, hasn't he, in real life? Hasn't been particularly good, Liam Delap. Enzo Fernandez is sat in the stands there alongside Jorgensen and the injured Levi Corwill. Of course, suspended by Chelsea for 2 games. Manager Liam Rosinha was the decision maker in that one after the comments he made about enjoying life in Madrid after being linked with Real Madrid, which they weren't happy about. Understandably so. Oh, Chelsea, good movement from Cucurella. He's bodied by Kusanov. It's a free kick Chelsea's way. Well, I think he's just too strong for Cucurella there, Aboukadir Kusanov. But the referee says the opposite. It's a foul, free kick Chelsea. And it's not, I mean, City have had a few little chances at the start. I mean, only 6 minutes in here. And I feel like this game's going to feel like a long one. Another poor pass by Chelsea, throwing City on this far side. It's an interesting atmosphere, I believe, at the Stamford Bridge today because the Chelsea fans are not really into the side winning it. They don't really want their team to win this one. They don't want to see Arsenal win the league, of course. They'd rather City lose today. I hate that man Enzo equalised against us. Yeah, I remember that goal. The Etihad. Semenyo here. Tackled by Cucurella. The throw-in has gone Chelsea's way. Cucurella takes it about 20 yards further forward as well, and referee just sends him it further backwards. Hato finds João Pedro in space. Another overhit pass by Chelsea, but it's very clear what Chelsea are looking to do today. 4 players dropping in and playing quick switches in behind the City defence. That is what they believe is the way to get through us. Rodri up to Haaland. He's got to hold it up here, Haaland. Slammed into by Hato. Good challenge. It's poor from Haaland. Rodri makes a challenge on Hato, and he works it wide left towards to Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto looking for João Pedro in the middle. He finds Palmer on the edge of the box. Bernardo nicks it off Palmer. Into Rodri. Let's give it away to Neto on the edge of the box here. And there is João Pedro with a strike. Another chance for Chelsea. He hits the side netting after a block from Kusanov. But I tell you what, City aren't playing particularly well here defensively. Sloppy from Rodri and Bernardo Silva. It's good defending, is it? I don't think Kusanov actually gets a foot on this. Oh, he does. It's a good tackle by Kusanov, actually. João Pedro pulled it across the box. Corner ball for Chelsea here early on. Chelsea look lively here. They do. Pedro Neto to swing one in. In by Neto. Doku deals it here on the edge of the box. Palmer works it back out towards Neto. Doku across to Neto. Cherki can't tackle Pedro Neto. Caicedo switches his left-hand side to Cole Palmer, who takes it in the sun here. Palmer, step over. Back in towards Malagusto. More centrally here. Chelsea decide not to swing it in. Maybe Pedro Neto will. Neto on this left-hand side. Dribbles the ball infield. Hato. Back wide left again for Chelsea. Gusto now, who's come out to the left-back role alongside Kukanea. Caicedo over top here to Gusto. Kusanov, good defending. It calls out to Cole Palmer. Tackled by Bernardo. Santos back to Palmer again, who shoots. Cole Palmer, it deflects. And into the hands of Donnarumma. But a good start from Chelsea. Of course, Cole Palmer, he always wants to score against Manchester City. He doesn't like us. Cherki back to Donnarumma in front of his goalkeeper. Donnarumma under pressure. Into Kusanov. City playing himself into trouble a little bit there. Kusanov plays it straight back to Chelsea. City in under a lot of pressure at this stage of the game. Struggling quite a lot. Palmer on the turn here, away from Rodri. Cole Palmer. Pull the shirt by Rodri. Free kick Chelsea. That's poor from Rodri. Chelsea want a yellow card for Rodri. Cole Palmer saying it should be a yellow card. He's pulling my shirt. Good turn by Palmer. And it says pull a shirt by Rodri. Perhaps should be a yellow card for Rodri there. For that foul on Cole Palmer. Not been given. Which I think he's frustrated about Palmer. He's still going on Cole Palmer here. We made him without us, he wouldn't be anything. Well, I don't know if we did make him, to be honest. He went to Chelsea, didn't he? And he's done very well there, and credit to him for that. Hadn't had a great season, though, as he called Palmer. He does seem to play with this real vengeance against Manchester City, like he wants to always score against us. For whatever reason, doesn't like us. Now that we've let him go. Always feels like he's got a point to prove against Pep Guardiola, doesn't he? Cole Palmer, it certainly feels that way anyway. Balling by Chelsea, and this free kick is all the way through. And behind for a goal kick, well read by the City defensive line there. Well dealt with. Pedro Neto was the man who swung that one in. But it wasn't a great swinging at all, really, over here. Donnarumma plays it short to Mark Gate. He, of course, came through the Cobham Academy, didn't he, here at Chelsea? Highly rated there, Mark Gate. Went on loan to Swansea City. Did well in the Championship, made the permanent move to Crystal Palace from there. He really... Kusanov with a big mistake here. He's given it away. Pep Guardiola unhappy with it. Here's João Pedro. It's too relaxed for Manchester City. Kusanov tried to defend this, but this has been poor. João Pedro. It feels like it's building towards a Chelsea goal if we're not careful here. Pedro Neto. Pressure from Nunes. Back they go towards Hato, but City have not had much possession here because Chelsea have had it instead. Sanchez. Santos with a heavy touch here. Has to lift it over. It's taken down by O'Reilly. Bernardo against Palmer. It's a handball, says City. The referee says no. Cole Palmer plays it wide. O'Reilly goes and takes it off Estevao. It won't matter because Estevao was offside. Then he kicks the ball away in frustration. And it is going to be a yellow card for brilliant Estevao for that. Slams the ball away, does the Brazilian. Descent. And the first yellow card goes his way. Don't we have players out of play for us again against Liverpool? We're terrible, not good for the first 25 minutes. After those, we dominated. You're quite right, Sheriff. I suppose the only issue is if in those first 25 minutes the opposition take advantage of us. You know, Chelsea could score a goal in this opening 25. It's a different game, isn't it? A very different game. Matheus Nunes. Semenyo, Cherki. Semenyo in a foot race with Cucurella. Across comes Fofana. There, Cucurella really lost in the race with Semenyo, and if he did catch him physically, he's going to struggle as well. But Fofana is covering for his left back. Bernardo Silva, the captain. Can he lead City to a title? He's led us to a Carabao Cup trophy already. Gay, nice lofted passing towards O'Reilly. Nico O'Reilly marauds forward here, O'Reilly. Wide to Doku. It's a terrible pass by O'Reilly, but Doku will keep it in this byline. Doku against Gusto. Doku inside. Gusto is past him. Doku. Palmer across the defend. Rodri back in there for City. Rodri. Pressure from Palmer. Rodri out towards Jeremy Doku. Oh, it's Mark Gay, in fact, there on the left-hand side. He's so advanced forward here. City centre-back. Incredible high line at the moment. Here's Bernardo Silva. Shirky. Works it wide right to Semenyo. Bit of space against Kukurea, who's marking him tightly. Nunes. I mean, West Ham United was the last time Chelsea won a game at home. That was the team they won it against, the relegation candidate. And on that day, it was a 1-0 win, was it, for Chelsea? I'm not quite sure, but it was on the 31st of January, which is quite a while ago now. A long time ago, their last home game for Chelsea. Jeremy Doku. Doku against Gusto. Doku past Gusto. Just to lift into the box here. Bernardo flicks it on. Haaland flicks it back in. Haaland's not sure where the ball is, and Chelsea clear away, and Rodri back onto Nunes. He goes all the way back to Donnarumma, and City start again here from the back. 30 minutes, then take full advantage of their time this way. We've had 62% possession so far, according to the stats. I think Chelsea have been quite tight to City in terms of not giving us much time on the ball. I think that's been come as a surprise at times. I mean, Kusanov, he made the mistake early on because of that. Here's Shirky down this right-hand side. Onto Rodri, back to Shirky again. Feels like a lot of freedom in the City team at the moment. Shirky to Nunes. And then Matis Nunes plays it out for a throw-in with a shocking pass. And I think that sloppiness is a worry. Is a big worry. I mean, that is terrible from Nunes there. City in full control. And then Nunes just passed it straight out for a throw-in when Rodri stood next to him. It's a really bad pass from Nunes. Caicedo on. O'Reilly goes in and nicks it. And Doku is there against Estevao, who fouls Doku, and Doku past him. And then against Gusto, Doku wants a free kick for the foul from Estevao. Referee says no. Goal kick Chelsea. I remember the Kusanov debut against Chelsea, Sharif. I certainly do. I certainly do remember that debut, and it seems to be the thing that comes up every time people talk about Kusanov. He was terrible in his first game. He was, but he's not been terrible since then, has he? He's not only sort of one of our better... He's one of our better players right now. You know, better defenders, yes, and better players as well. Been really, really good for the City side. Sanchez. Joel Hato. Works it wide to Kukurea, who's in behind Semenyo here. The ball in behind towards Neto, and he beats Matis Nunes to it, and City in trouble again here. Neto. Heavy touch by Joao Pedro. He's away from Rodri with ease. Pedro still. Past another one. Onto Kukurea. Mark Kukurea is in here. Mark Kukurea scores for Chelsea. But he is offside, the Spaniard. VR will check this. But this could be a lead for Chelsea. VR will check this. Is he offside here, Mark Kukurea? Yeah. Ooh. He could be onside here. Goal for Kukurea. Goal for Chelsea. But is he offside? If he is, it's tight. But I think he might be onside here. I think he just might be on. They're going to check it. Check is over with offside. It's offside against Kukurea, but that looked onside to me. I'll be honest, that looked onside. Switch of play to O'Reilly. Great take by O'Reilly. It's Bernardo Silva. Wonder from O'Reilly. Bernardo works it back wide left towards Doku. And City with a chance of their own now. Doku against Gusto. Doku. Poor by him. Bernardo goes and takes it back off Gusto. Cole Palmer doing a lot of defensive work for his side on this right-hand side at the moment. Against Doku. Rodri. Doku. Doku in behind to O'Reilly. Cross the box by O'Reilly. Sliding in is Andre Santos. Behind for a corner to Manchester City. Well, maybe that's that wake-up call City needed. Quite right, Sharif. Going a goal down. Being ruled out for offside. Corner ball. Ryan Shirky to take it. A lot of you guys are backing Erling Haaland to score today. 82%. Believe so. Here's Shirky. Edge of the box to Bernardo Silva. Bernardo in. It's blocked away by Chelsea. Back to Bernardo anyway. Bernardo rides the challenges here. Brilliant from Bernardo. Then he lifts into Rodri. Fantastic from Bernardo Silva. Rodri back onto Nunes. I have to stay a stand a bit sloppy today. Ball from Nunes, taken down by Doku in the far left-hand side. Doku. Into Shirky. Shirky still. Good work from Shirky here. Past the challenge, Shirky into O'Reilly and dealt with by Chelsea. Counter Chelsea, here's Cole Palmer. Referee's gone down here. Estevao. Big switch out to the far side to Pedro Neto by Estevao. Neto will get there. He's got Cucurella in support. City in trouble here. Neto inside. Nunes slides in, can't stop him. Neto against Rodri, drops Rodri. Neto still. Neto hits one. A big save by Donnarumma. Poor by Manchester City again. He won the counter, being opened up time and time again by Chelsea. This time it's Neto after the long ball over top by Estevao. He skips inside past Nunes. He drops Rodri, who's very, very weak. And a save by Donnarumma. City wanted a free kick. They weren't going to get one. Corner ball to Chelsea. City under a lot of pressure here. They've started poorly. So we've grown into the game, but not really shown anything quite dangerously going forward. And Chelsea have certainly grown into this game now with their counter-attacking ability. Here is Malo Gusto. Neto. Cucurella. Pedro Neto. Offside against Cucurella in the build-up there. That corner, that's poor from Chelsea. Well, Cucurella was offside by quite a way, actually, as they show the semi-automated offside. He was offside by pretty much his whole body, which didn't look like it on the initial replay, but obviously he was. Here's Nunes. Like I said, he started poorly today, Nunes, and he's passing to Semenyo. Keeps it in ahead of Hato. Shirky. Back to Nunes, well played. Into Bernardo Silva, good movement from him. Bernardo across to Mark Gay. It's nicely done by Manchester City, it really is. Here's Gay. Drives the ball forward here, Gay. Rodri. Back towards Kusanov. I have to say, Rodri sometimes can be quite negative in his play recently. Backwards, backwards, backwards. And Doku's picked up in a pocket of space here. And Doku runs at Chelsea here. Doku wide left to O'Reilly. Back into Bernardo Silva. City working the ball down this left-hand side. Jeremy Doku. Looking to take on Malo Gusto. Estevao is out there with him to help out defensively. Gay. Doku once more. Need a bit of magic from Jeremy Doku today. Doku. Back out to Mark Gay once more. Gay clips her into the far post. The Erling Haaland here. It's dealt with by Fofana down to Cucurella. Long away by Chelsea towards João Pedro, who gets a flick on, and Nunes floored by Pedro Neto. It's a free kick, Manchester City. City had the bodies coming back there, but Chelsea looked very dangerous in that sort of pass into the channel behind Matheus Nunes. Done it a few times already today, and it's looked dangerous towards Neto, who of course he's incredibly quick. He gets questions over his end product, Pedro Neto, but you can't question his ability to just want to run and his willingness to run as well. Switch of play by Nunes to Doku. It's a nice ball. Doku, great first touch as well on his right foot. Then he's going to Gusto again here, Doku. Doku goes past Gusto on both of them. Doku with a strike here, blocked away. Back to Bernardo Silva, blocked away by Chelsea again. Onto Rodri, Shirky. Tackled by Caicedo. João Pedro, Kusanov in there. It's not a foul by Kusanov. The referee gives a free kick anyway. Cole Palmer pushes down Kusanov there. And now Palmer just kicks it straight into Rodri as Chelsea try and take the free kick quickly. Cole Palmer has got the ability just to be an absolute idiot, hasn't he? I mean, obviously there's nothing going on between his ears in that brain of his. I think that's why he's such a good footballer. I've said that about Cole Palmer. I think he's such a good player because he just doesn't understand anything. He just plays. There's no sort. He doesn't feel pressure or he doesn't feel anything. He's no idea what's going on most of the time. And there he sort of tries to take a quick free kick. He kicks it right at Rodri as he's walking away and then wants a yellow card. I mean, it's just stupid from Palmer. O'Reilly, yeah, really aggressive on Estevao. And City win it back. It's brilliant from Nico O'Reilly. And Doku slammed down. Shirky to Haaland. Haaland should pass it to O'Reilly, but he doesn't do. And Cucurella against Rodri. And Rodri goes and wins it back brilliantly. Fantastic from Rodri there. Nunes is going to go back to Donnarumma, but brilliant from Rodri there. Really, really strong in the tackle. And he's outpaced Marc Cucurella, which you wouldn't expect from Rodri. He seems to have slowed down since that injury. Kusanov, Gay. Back to Donnarumma. Here's the Italian. Wide right to Matheus Nunes. Nunes plays it forward to Erling Haaland in the channel. Pushed in the back by Hato. Fantastic hold-up play from Haaland, but Al Silva picks the wrong pass here wide to Semenyo. City get it back down again with Shirky. And here's Ryan Shirky. Through to Semenyo, it's cut out. It could find Bernardo, could it? No, Palmer's there helping his team out defensively again. Here's Malo Gusto and back to his goalkeeper, Robert Sanchez. Robert Sanchez, who's had a bit of a strange sort of rise to where he is now. I remember him playing for Rochdale in the FA Cup, away at Newcastle. Subbed off at half-time after having an absolute shocker. 6 months later, he finds himself starting for Brighton in the Premier League. Now he's a Chelsea goalkeeper. Here's Doku. Nice left-hand side again, Doku. Lively, as always. Bernardo Silva. Mark Gay trying to work it through this Chelsea side of Manchester City. A lot of it's coming on that left-hand side. I think we haven't maybe used Semenyo enough on this right-hand side quite yet. Mark Gay back to Rodri. Gay again, who plays like a left-back at the moment. O'Reilly, Gay. Rodri. Switched it towards Nunez. Chat's a bit dry, says Shaf. Yeah, there's not that many people in the live chat today, which surprises me. They might be if City take the lead. City in full control right now. Rodri onto Kusanov. Mark Gay. Rodri again. Pressure from Palmer. Rodri works it wide. There's a late challenge on him by Palmer. Referee plays advantage. Doku. Into O'Reilly. It comes off the heels of O'Reilly. Doku goes and wins the header back down to Ireland and then in towards Bernardo Silva. And City continues to attack now. They can sustain it. Here is Semenyo. Antoine Semenyo in behind towards Bernardo Silva. Didn't quite read that situation. It's cut out. Bernardo is there. Do you do this for the love of the game, says Sheriff? Do you mean the live streams, or do you mean the YouTube channel, or what? You let me know, but I'll certainly answer your question. I do it because I love the game. I do it because I thought it was an opportunity to do it. I continue to do it because of the opportunities it's brought me, to be honest. Nunez. Wide right to Semenyo. 1-on with Cucurella, but Pedro Neto comes across to help out defensively. Shirky with a swing into the far post here. O'Reilly's lost. It's a poor cross by Shirky. Overhit, wrong direction, right out for a goal kick. The lives, I do the lives because I enjoy them. I really do enjoy doing the live streams. I know that a lot of you guys do enjoy them. I mean, sometimes you don't get a lot of people in. Most recently, the lives we've been doing get around 3,000 to 4,000 people, 2,000 to 3,000 people usually. Today it's a little bit quiet. I'm not exactly sure why, whether because it's Chelsea or everyone's not here today. They're busy. It's a Sunday. I'm not quite sure. As Chelsea tried to launch a counter-attack and Estevao finds himself in offside position. Well, Manchester City legend Frank Lampard in the stands there. If you remember his season at City. Chelsea fans don't like you saying that either because, of course, he is their legend. But just referring him as Manchester City legend really doesn't annoy the Chelsea fans, I think. Cole Palmer has been influential so far for Chelsea, defensively and offensively. And the positive things they have done have come through him and Neto. Shirky back to Nunez. And towards Semenyo. Oh, poor by Semenyo. Can't control the ball in the central area there. City give possession away. And that is the problem with Semenyo, really. I think sometimes he lacks that finesse. You know, in those little areas, those tight areas. We saw him playing the 10 against West Ham. And, that's brilliant work from Haaland. City have the ball back here. And Doku. And he's gone past Caicedo. And Doku keeps going here. And Doku's still here. And Doku down. Really good work from Doku. Estevao flicks it over the head of O'Reilly. Free kick Chelsea. But Jeremy Doku there, nice and positive. But I feel like he's got to then release the ball a bit earlier, which he doesn't do. Because he doesn't release the ball, nothing comes of it. After good work from Haaland getting back as well, and we need Erling Haaland scoring today. We need him scoring the chances, but that being said, it's hard for Erling Haaland to score any chances because we have yet to create for him really today. Not one chance has fallen his way. Sanchez pressed by Shirky. It's long and forward. Mark Gay, good defending, but it falls towards Caicedo. City could be opened up here. Into Cole Palmer. Can't get there at Bernardo Silva, who plays it back to Donnarumma, and Palmer is going to press Donnarumma here. Under a lot of pressure, and Donnarumma just puts it out for a throw. And what is the Italian doing there? Absolutely panics so much under pressure there, Donnarumma. Just passes it straight out for a throw, and it's really poor from the Italian. 25th minute, we need to dominate today, says Sheriff. Yep, well, we've hit the 25th minute, so hopefully Manchester City turn up a little bit more now in those offensive areas and pick those passes, create those chances. Cucurella Chelsea making a lot of runs behind City's defence. The willingness to run, the possibility to be offside. They're willing to risk to try and create chances. Santos forward towards João Pedro. Nice touch and take past Kusanov. Here is the Brazilian. Wide left to Estevao. João Pedro again. But how Silva goes and nicks it off him. Gusto back to João Pedro. Back to Santos. And a big switcher play by Santos over to Pedro Neto. Matheus Nunes cuts it out. The header straight down towards Hato. Pressure from Shirky. On towards Fofana. Chelsea come again here. Caicedo. Cole Palmer in between the lines. Kusanov tackles him, well played. Oh, and Rodri, terrible pass straight back to Chelsea again. Really poor from them. And a chance for João Pedro here. Cross comes in, he just misses it. What a chance for Chelsea. It comes from Rodri. Shocking pass. Absolutely no awareness of his surroundings there, Rodri. Just plays it straight back to Chelsea. Malo Gusto sees João Pedro in space. A fantastic ball from the Frenchman. He gets across the near side of Marc Guéhi, who, to be honest with you, doesn't defend that particularly well. Pedro misses it. And I think Guéhi gets a bit lucky there as well there. Doku pulls down Malo Gusto pulls down Jeremy Doku and gets a free kick Chelsea's way. Ridiculous from the referee here. Terrible decision. He steps in the foot of Malo Gusto's Doku as he's pulled back by Malo Gusto. What do you want Doku to do? Nunes has lost Neto in behind him here. Nunes against Neto. Neto keeps it in play. Oh, he nutmegs Nunes on his far side and Rodri comes across and puts it out for a corner. I tell you what, City are not playing well here. We're talking about a statement win here. I mean, Neto's got the whole of Nunes' shirt there. He's pulling him all over. The referee gives absolutely nothing. Corner ball for Chelsea. Cucurella heads it across the box here. Donnarumma punches it into his own player and O'Reilly hits it up into the air. Donnarumma's got to come out and claim this. Donnarumma comes out and punches again here. He doesn't catch it once more. Palmer lays it off to Neto. And it goes behind here for a goal kick. No, it's not because Neto is offside anyway. But I tell you, Donnarumma there. Coming out and punching the ball. Why doesn't he catch it? He's not happy, Donnarumma, with something. He's always complaining, isn't he? Which is causing him problems. And he got him a yellow card for that. Donnarumma's saying that the Chelsea player's got hold of his arm here and he wants a foul. He's telling the referee he's not happy about it at all. And he's getting a talking to Donnarumma for that. But on that corner, Donnarumma feels he was being fouled there by the Chelsea players. I don't see the foul there. He just punches it away, Donnarumma. Oh, good play from Doku. Here's Shirky back onto Doku here. And City could open up Chelsea now. And Doku with the ball through to Haaland. It's a poor pass by Jeremy Doku in a good position. And City again failing their attack. Oh, ball behind Neto. Nunes sort of read it wrong again there. You've got to be careful here, Matheus Nunes, because a lot of the time Neto's getting in behind him. He's stepping up and he's being caught out. Kusanov throws it into Donnarumma. Neto not happy with the pass, actually, because if it didn't make that such a poor pass there, the player who plays in behind to Neto. Chelsea probably have a chance again. Here's O'Reilly. Brings it forward for City. Rodri. Back to Bernardo Silva. Marc Guéhi. City have got to get this over the line here today, haven't they, really? Have to get it over the line. Another shock result today. Crystal Palace 2-1 over Newcastle. I don't know if it's a shock result, but shows where Newcastle are this season. Really are struggling, aren't they? Doku one-on-one with Gusto on his far side. But again, City's wingers can't get in one-on-one situations because every time they do, Chelsea's winger works hard enough or midfielder comes out to that area to try and help them out. It's making it difficult. News on to Semenyo here. Semenyo against Cucurella. Lays off to Shirky. Back towards Nunes. Kusanov. O'Reilly's found a good pocket of space there. Kusanov finds him. O'Reilly should really turn, but he takes a heavy touch. He eventually works it wide towards Doku. This is where O'Reilly should really go and help out Doku that left-hand side now. Because Chelsea are marking two. He does O'Reilly. O'Reilly looks across it. He gets past Cole Palmer. Palmer defends it in his own box here. Holds off O'Reilly, who wins it back again here. Gusto. Slammed away by Santos. Oh, and What a touch by Joao Pedro past Kusanov. And Donnarumma comes for it a bit slow here, Donnarumma, and he actually deals it really well, Donnarumma, in the end. Nunes runs Joao Pedro. And Nunes is fouled by Joao Pedro, and it's a free kick Manchester City. And I think Cherki there and some of the City players just looking towards Donnarumma. As Joao Pedro flicks it over Kusanov. Kusanov's going to catch him, you think. But Donnarumma, I think he's really slow off his line there, the Italian. Doku keeps it on the left-hand side well. Very good chance for Chelsea, wasn't it, Sheriff? Mark Gay for City. Back left to Doku. Against Gusto. Doku. In behind to O'Reilly again. O'Reilly, ball back to Bernardo Silva. Saved by Sanchez. Oh, and into the hands of Robert Sanchez. What a chance that is. Robert Sanchez with a save. Bernardo Silva just didn't get his foot through it. Oh, and it's a good save by Sanchez, actually. I think maybe Fofana gets a touch on it. But I think Bernardo, if he just catch it a little bit better. Jumping save from Robert Sanchez. It's a good save from the Spaniard. Very good save. Great chance for City there. Bernardo Silva, I think anywhere but there he scores. But I do think Fofana actually gets a touch on it as well, which deflects it in that path, in that way. Kusanov, Nunes. O'Reilly. On towards Gay. Doku. Jeremy Doku up against Gusto again here. Running at him time and time again with Estevao. Doku back towards O'Reilly. Kusanov. Nunes. Wide right to Cherki. Semenyo's now going to make that run really into the channel. Cherki. Nunes. Bernardo Silva. City working towards something here perhaps. Bernardo Silva. Again, we decides not to go left to Doku because it's not been working so well here. We're going to go wide right to Cherki instead. He's got Semenyo to the far side of him. Cherki step overs from Cherki. Ryan Cherki still. Back wide to Semenyo. Doesn't cross it, Semenyo. Back to Cherki. Oh, heavy touch by Cherki. That's really poor from the Frenchman who gives it away. It's cheap. And counter Chelsea. Estevao. Really poor from Cherki and City in trouble here. Estevao against Mark Gay. Mark Gay, really good defending against Estevao. Free kick City. Well played, Mark Gay, there. Really good defending. Cherki makes up for a bad pass. And another bad pass there by Cherki's. Living dangerously. Cherki. O'Reilly. Sliding is Andre Santos. Wins it back. It's weak from O'Reilly as well. Doku and City win it back now. Doku. Good turn from Jeremy Doku. Andre Santos is all over Doku there. And it's a free kick City. I mean, he pulled the shoulder of Doku first, Andre Santos, before making the challenge on him. And it's going to be a free kick City. I think there's some frustration from the Chelsea fans there, but he did pull the shirt there, Santos, before he tackled him. I got Thiago is one goal off Haaland. Yeah, I mean, Haaland was how many goals ahead? Shows how badly he's dropped off recently. Here is Doku for City. A lot of Doku at the moment. Bernardo Silva. Can we make it count, though? Bernardo. Back wide to Doku. Powers it across the box. It's cleared away by Cole Palmer. Only as far as Mark Gay. City go again here. But there's not been any clear-cut chances. I think creatively, City have been lacking today. Really lacking creatively. Doku. And the more the minutes tick on, the better Arsenal feel about yesterday's result. O'Reilly. Bernardo Silva. And, you know, City's problem has been turning those draws into wins, really, this season. Chelsea at home was one of them. Forest, West Ham away. Brighton at home as well. You remember those times where City drew games and they should have won them. Kusanov towards Nunes. Antoine Semenyo. Past Cucurella here, Semenyo. Then a terrible pass by him. Now he's going to get back because Pedro Neto's on the counter-attack. It's poor by Semenyo. And a foul by Semenyo on Neto. That quality's been really missing in the final third from City today. Really been missing. Sheriff, it's sad we should have won those games. We certainly should have done. We certainly should have won those games. And we should have done a lot better. I mean, the Brighton one, the Forest one, the West Ham away. It's just games City where they didn't take the chances. And Pep Guardiola's mentioned that, you know, City didn't turn those draws into wins because we didn't score the chances. And a lot of that's on Erling Haaland as well as the other forward players as well. I think Jeremy Doku's not really been putting the ball in the back of the net since the start of the year either. Semenyo's our most prolific goal scorer since the start of 2026. Who's Cucurella? Oh, good interception by Nunes. That's absolutely top from Nunes. Really good interceptions. Cucurella looks to fire on him behind to Pedro Neto. And City would have been in trouble there. Well, 82% of you guys do believe Haaland will score again today. I hope you're right, because at the moment it's looking unlikely. Here's a yellow card for Semenyo after a bit of a late challenge on Neto. It seems a strange one to get a card for, but the referee pulls it out anyway. Hato. Caicedo. In a back three at the moment, Chelsea. Caicedo at the centre of it. Malagusto. Estevao. Oh, bullied by O'Reilly, who takes it off him. O'Reilly, brilliant. O'Reilly pulls it back to the edge. Looks to Shiki. Oh, and his strike is not strong enough. It's saved by Sanchez. Doesn't get his foot through it, does Ryan Shiki. But great work from O'Reilly. Completely bullies Estevao. Pulls it back to Shiki. And the hit. Just not enough power in it. Well, bad pass back to Sanchez here by Fofana. Bobbles up in the air and Sanchez just volleys it away. Gay wins the header. Rodri takes it down to Bernardo Silva. Back into Nunes, well played City. Bernardo. Shirky, nicely found. Shirky to Rodri. Wide right to Semenyo. There's a bit of space now for City. Semenyo against Hato. Semenyo away from Hato. Hato with a late challenge on Semenyo. Is that not a yellow card, referee? Because it's the same sort of challenge you saw Semenyo do on their player, O'Reilly. Oh, he's lost out to Estevao. Haaland works hard to get back for his team, wins the ball back for City. Well played, Erling Haaland. He's doing that sort of stuff off the ball that you don't expect of him, but he's put in that sort of performance today. But want to see more of him on the ball now. Chances created for Erling Haaland, putting him in the back of the net. Mark Gay for Manchester City. We've approached the 40th minute now. It's only 5 minutes remaining in this first half. And it hasn't been a classic, has it? Nunes, Semenyo. Onto Bernardo Silva. Here's Shirky. Onto Mark Gay. Wide left to Rodri. O'Reilly in that sort of space which he likes to pick up. Shirky. Matheus Nunes once more. Just no one on the right side for City. Semenyo's gone inside. Bernardo's gone wide right now. Here's Doku. Little drop of the shoulder from Doku. Decides against the cross, Jeremy Doku. Doku still. Doku past Gusto. Doku left foot cross into the box here. He's blocked away by Santos. It's behind for a corner for Manchester City. Well, City have had a few chances here. Look at the stats from the two sides. City, 4 shots. Chelsea, 4 shots. City, 2 on target. Chelsea, 1 on target. Big chances, however, 0. 3 corners each. Expected goals to Chelsea, 0.20. City, 0.39. So, at the moment, it is, of course, very level. Neither side looking like scoring. Would have scored by now if you're in the black or any other kit. Yeah, is it cursed, the rain kit? Semenyo lays it off the edge of the box here. Out to Bernardo Silva. I think the rain kit might be cursed, City Fever. I get you. I understand that. Nunes wide right to Bernardo Silva. We've got to create this chance, says Sharif. We do. Bernardo burst nice right side here. Bernardo Silva, drop of the shoulder. Bernardo looks to cross it, blocked away. Cucurella beats him to it, and then Neto. Cucurella again here. Under pressure, Cucurella. Caicedo turns into Rodri. Foul by Rodri on Caicedo. Free kick Chelsea. Do need to create those chances. That is what we're lacking quite a lot of. Chance creation at the moment. It's not there. And when you've got the likes of Shirky, Semenyo and Doku on the pitch, we spoke about it before the game, that those players need to step up. Those players need to be the ones to find the goal, to find the chance for Erling Haaland. Can't create it on his own, can he? Here's Robert Sanchez. Hato. Oh, they play through City very easily here, Chelsea. And Caicedo onto Santos. It's poor from City's forward line. Offensive, pressing-wise. We need to put those on Haaland's head. Be surprised to see him lose an aerial duel against Fofana Hato. Certainly quite right, City Fever. No cross has gone in yet, I don't think, onto the head of Erling Haaland. Hato. Caicedo. Cole Palmer. Wide right to Malagusto. Drags out O'Reilly. Creates space for Estevao against Bernardo Silva. Estevao inside. Estevao, good feet from the Brazilian Estevao. And a good tackle by Bernardo. Out as far as Santos. Back onto Malagusto. Santos again. The cross comes in towards João Pedro. It's caught by Gigi Donnarumma. Good catch by the Italian. And City going to take the time here. Donnarumma rolls it out to Mark Gay, who seems to be the safe one. Chip it across it into Sheriff. Yeah, there's been nothing like that so far. No balls really into the box, to be honest. O'Reilly. Doku. Back to O'Reilly. It's cut out well by Andre Santos. I have to say, he's also doing a good job. I mean, Chelsea have got Andre Santos, Cole Palmer, Caicedo, Estevão, Gusto, all sort of working with Fofana on that right-hand side, trying to cut things out for Jeremy Doku, making it very difficult for Doku. And O'Reilly on that far side. I think that's where Shirky maybe needs to come more out to this right-hand side. Link up with Semenyo a little bit more. Rodri, O'Reilly. I think if Shirky can come out and help him a little bit more on this right-hand side, we can create something down this side as well against Cucurella, who's very strong, I have to say, a strong defender. Nunes to Semenyo. Back to Matheus Nunes. Rodri. Nunes again, and City will go backwards. Into Bernardo Silva in the centre circle here. He's found a good pocket space, and he's clipped one over top to Haaland here. Head away by Hato, and it's who's winning those second balls for City. No one at the moment. Caicedo. Hato. Pressure. Andre Santos back to Robert Sanchez. Fofana. Caicedo turns on it here. He's tackled by Erling Haaland and falls back to Fofana. They give it away to Rodri, and he goes to Bernardo. City with a chance here. Bernardo really should play Doku there. He plays into Shirky on the turn. Ryan Shirky's got no one to the right of him. He goes back out towards Kusanov. Kusanov pings it in towards Doku. It's a poor pass. O'Reilly cuts out the launch counter-attack. O'Reilly into Shirky. City keep possession here. It's difficult, a very difficult one today. You can feel it already. Chelsea feel strong at the back. Certainly do. Playing well defensively, Chelsea. Doku. Ryan Shirky. Step overs again from the Frenchman. Shirky. Nunes. Antoine Semenyo isolated against Cucurella here. Semenyo inside. Semenyo onto that left foot. Semenyo shoots! Oh, it's just past the post by Antoine Semenyo. It's deflected wide of the post. Good work from Semenyo here. Well, left to right foot. He's strong on both. He cuts inside. He just keeps going in. Drops the shoulder 2, 3, 4 times. Has a strike. He's not with much power on it, but it's arrowing towards that lower bottom corner. It just takes a nick off Andre Santos, I believe it is. He's behind for a corner for Manchester City, but nice attempt from Semenyo. Positive play. There's one added minute here as we end the 45. The first half. So City looking like they're going to go in all level. The cross comes here from the corner. Far post is Mark Gay. And it's behind for a goal kick. Good chance for Mark Gay there. Ball swung in. And it's just a little bit too much on it for a City. Sanchez flaps at it. João Pedro throws his head at the far post. What do you think we need to do in the second half for City Fever? We need to do a lot more going forward, don't we? Create more chances. I will be going over to the Finalysis app at half-time to make my opinions known, turn my passion into power, and you guys can do the same as well. If you head over to the Finalysis app, it's available on the Google Play Store or the App Store if you're on iOS. And over there, you can make your half-time thoughts known. The referee is about to blow the half-time whistle. There's a free kick for Chelsea after foul from Kusanov on João Pedro. So half-time isn't upon us quite yet. It's a free kick to be taken by by Pedro Neto. And it's going to be him or Palmer to swing this one in. And it's going to be Pedro Neto to swing one in here. In from Pedro Neto to the far post. It's a header. Free header for Andres Santos, who heads it over the bar. And that is half-time. Chelsea 0, City 0. Well, 3 points is a must today for Manchester City with Arsenal coming up next weekend. And it certainly hasn't been a game where they've been good enough to get a goal. Second half, big things have to change. We'll be right back after this short break where I'll be going over to Finalysis to make my half-time thoughts known. You can go and do the same, and we'll see you for the second half.
darkest memories now let me fall back. But you'll be there, ready to rescue me if I go out of track. We can get away with it. 'Cause you make me love my imperfections, answer all my questions, just to show me what's on the other side of inhibition. No apologies, my baby. I do it all 'cause I'm feeling so good.
so quick to hit ignore. Buku bitches in my bed. I got scales all on my floor. I got money on the line, plus I'm clocking it galore. I got bitches kissing bitches, all them bitches go explore. I'm feeling way up. I stay up. Put your bitch on my Snapchat while I make her. She want a chance with me, cause she know I'm a rapper. I give a but I never get feelings to shorty. I know what you after. Okay, they watching me, they watching me, they watching me. They watching me, they watching me, they watching me. They watching me, they watching me, they watching me. They watching me, they watching me, they watching me. Get hit in my section at 12, gon' find your ass way in New Orleans. Watch I left it, I'm jugging. Dissect your hand if your hand in my putting, put two in your man if your man keep a looking. Act like a poopy, yo, bitch get tookin'. I'm not the type to go fuck with them niggas who fuck with them niggas who stay on some fish. Oh, young and trapping out the bando, from the ceiling fan to the damn floor, trying to stack my money up. Cause that's the only way we can go. Tell my mama that I'm okay. See the money coming through the doorway. Got a bad bitch with a lot of money, that's foreplay. Okay, they watching me, they watching me, they watching me. They watching me, they watching me, they watching me. They watching me, they watching me, they watching me. They watching me, they watching me, they watching me.
You got me trapped inside this spell. Now I feel it. Now I feel it. Your demons drag me close to hell. I can feel it.
Too cold, standing in the middle of the downpour, looking in the mirror 'cause it's only you that you have to love. Headed backward on a one-way, trying to stop from running but you can't wait. Bury all the evidence you don't need love when you crash and burn. A red light,
Hello, welcome back to the second half of Manchester City versus Chelsea. Second half be kicking off pretty soon. I was over for analysis at half-time, giving my half-time thoughts. But like Sharif says in the comments there, we need these points. 3 points is absolutely massive for Manchester City today. And if they don't get those 3 points, then you would say the title race is all but over in Arsenal's favour, even with, of course, those games to go. Once again, Manchester City will play it out of their own hands. Currently, the title is in Manchester City's hands for the first time in a long while since those results to West Ham and Nottingham Forest. City get the title back in their hands. And then today, if they were to sort of drop points, not get those 3 points, the title would be back out of their hands again. And that would be a big, big problem for this Manchester City side, a problem that we don't want to see happen. City need to make sure they get those 3 points. That first half wasn't good enough. The quality wasn't there from the City side. We didn't see the best of Rodri. I thought especially Doku seemed like he was sort of man-marked out the game a little bit by not one but two, maybe three Chelsea players over there watching him on. And City have beat two of the top sides of the Premier League in the last two games in Arsenal and Liverpool, two of the top six sides anyway. Chelsea are up next. Chelsea the side we take on today. And so far in that first half, there was absolutely nothing to be incredibly positive about, other than the fact that it's 0-0 and City aren't behind. But of course, we know that Chelsea are going to come out a completely different side in the second half, I expect. I think Chelsea will try and exploit those balls in behind the defence towards Neto. A lot more. Estevao is going to get more involved in the game. Cole Palmer's going to try and get more involved as well. It's going to be very difficult for City. And Cole Palmer can be the man to end City's title hopes. The Chelsea team are on the pitch. The Manchester City side are out as well. And it's this third kit that is absolutely cursed, you have to say. Horrible kit. Rain or shine. Well, it's been bad luck, I feel like, for Manchester City this season when they've played in this kit. Like I said, we did win at Forest away. They did win at Palace away. I'm not quite sure where else they did win away. So come on, City, second half against Chelsea. Cole Palmer to take the kick-off for Chelsea at massive 45 minutes in Manchester City's Premier League season. Anything less than 3 points here, and City are going home as an opportunity not to win the Premier League as non-Premier League winners. So kick-off is underway in the second half. Cole Palmer gets underway. Shirky presses Robert Sanchez, who sends it long. And it's all the way out for a goal kick on that left-hand side for Manchester City. Or a throw-in for Manchester City on that far side. But yeah, this is a massive second half. Massive second half. Is it a big second half in Chelsea's season? Well, yeah, particularly as well, because Chelsea are trying to get in that top four, aren't they? They need to get in that top four. Or top five, in fact. At the moment, Villa are above them. Palmer flicks on to Estevao here. Rodri beaten again there in that midfield. Bernardo turns and goes towards O'Reilly. And an early drive from Nico O'Reilly here. Chased by Cole Palmer. Onto Doku by O'Reilly. Doku against Cole Palmer. He's past Palmer. Doku still. Pulls it back out to Bernardo Silva. Bernardo. Oh, and a pass to Doku. And again, it's sloppy from City at the start of the second half. Really sloppy. Really sloppy. I don't know what City are doing. And it's a big mistake by City. Why am I the only person to Sheriff? I don't know, Sheriff. People are just not here today for whatever reason. Everyone's found better things to do than watch Manchester City. Cleared away by Andrei Santos. Gay down towards Bernardo Silva. Doku spins away from the Brazilian. Been kicked and lashed at a few times there. Doku through to Haaland here. Haaland's in behind the ball. Oh, chance for Haaland. Blocked away. Back into the box. Cleared away. Oh, what a chance for Haaland. Good block by a Chelsea player, but I thought he was going to score there. Bernardo into Doku. What a chance that is. What a ball through to Haaland. I thought he was going to open the score in there. Here's O'Reilly. Across to Kusanov. I can't believe Haaland's not scored there. I mean, it's not entirely on him. I think he did sort of mess up his strike, but he was blocked away as well by Chelsea. Semenyo. Step overs from Semenyo. Pulls it back to Shirky. Shirky into the box here. Shirky hits one here. It's just past the post from Ryan Shirky. I think it takes a nick off a Chelsea man. It's a corner, but City come out, and they are firing in this second half. It's Antoine Semenyo. Back to Shirky. Wriggles his way through into the box. There's a shot flashed across the box. I don't know if he's trying to find Erling Haaland. City should have found a goal here in the opening first few minutes of this second half. Costa coming from the corner. Cleared away at the near post by Cole Palmer. It's another corner for Manchester City, who are attacking their fans here now. Really strong. Shirky plays it short and quickly to Doku. Doku up against Palmer. Palmer takes down Doku. It's surely a penalty. The referee says goal kick. Well, Doku skips past Cole Palmer in the box. And Palmer takes the legs of Jeremy Doku. It's a penalty. It's a foul by Cole Palmer in the box on Jeremy Doku. It's certainly a penalty. Why has it not been given? A VR checking this. I don't know how the referee's not giving it in the first place. Well, Doku skips past Cole Palmer, who puts his leg across him and takes him down. Goal kicks as the referee. VR's not interested. Ridiculous decision. Ridiculous decision. There you go. I'm sure Cole Palmer will be claiming for a penalty if the same thing happened to him. We know what he's like for going down the box. How is that not a penalty on Doku there? Rodri. If Palmer doesn't foul him, Doku goes past him. VAR asleep again. Shirky for Manchester City. Shirky, step overs. He's gone past Caicedo as well. Here's Shirky into the box. It's blocked away by Chelsea again. It's another corner for Manchester City. Good work from Ryan Shirky. Anything to make sure City don't win the league, says City forever. Well, how Doku has not been given a penalty there. Goes past Palmer. He kicks his legs from underneath him. It's a penalty. I'm absolutely... I do not understand how that's not a penalty. Crossing from City, headed away by Hato. Taken down by Palmer and cleared away by Chelsea. On as far as Mattison is. How is that not a penalty? It's a joke. Here's Rodri. Mark Gay. Should have been a penalty, Manchester City. The referee's bottled it. Shirky on towards Bernardo. In behind to Semenyo. With him is Hato. Semenyo against Cucurella. Good feet from Antoine Semenyo. Back out towards Shirky. Into Rodri. Back to Shirky again here. Shirky onto Semenyo. Decides against the cross as Antoine Semenyo. Shirky once more. City have got O'Reilly and Howland in the box here. Shirky clips one in here. O'Reilly in the box here! He's done it again! Nico O'Reilly from fullback is so dangerous. And it's O'Reilly again. Shirky with a fantastic cross. And Nico O'Reilly with the goal for Manchester City. Brilliant from Nico O'Reilly. Well, he gets in the box. You can see him standing up the Chelsea defence there. It's swung in by Shirky, and it's headed in by Nico O'Reilly. How dangerous is he from fullback? Just on Gerald Hato here. Stays on him. Ball in from Shirky. O'Reilly attacks it. Brilliant header past Robert Sanchez. Thumping header from Nico O'Reilly. And it's 1-0 Manchester City. I knew we just need to cross the ball to City fever. How many times do we say it? Get that ball into the box. It's not Hato, it's Andre Santos that O'Reilly pins. Brilliant from Nico O'Reilly. 1-0 Manchester City. What a player from fullback he is. Santos was never winning that duel with Nico O'Reilly. The man is an absolute star. 1-0 Manchester City, and let's get going now, because one certainly won't be enough. I wouldn't put it past Chelsea getting a goal today. They've looked dangerous on counter-attacks at times. Nico O'Reilly with a fantastic header. What a ball by Shirky as well. Haaland's gone down here. Semenyo, I think he's been hit by the ball, in the ball. On Semenyo with a poor pass to Shirky and out for throwing. Too many times City have done that. Give the ball away. Nico O'Reilly again. I'd be shocked if Nico O'Reilly doesn't win PFA Young Player of the Season to City Fever. I would be as well. I think surely he's getting it. Surely he's getting that, isn't he? Gay heads it forward here. Rodri. Oh, flicks it forward. Rodri unlucky. Rodri's looked off the pace a little bit today. At times in that midfield. He's almost as tall as Haaland, Sheriff. He's an absolute superstar, isn't he? I mean, midfield left back. If you put the ball into the box, he's there. Really impressive footballer. And he's done it again, and City has a lead, and City do lead Chelsea. That's massive. What sort did Pep do, says Sheriff? Well, long way to go yet, Sheriff. Long way to go yet. Rodri. Well played, Rodri. That's better. Nunez. Oh, Nunez gives it away. Cucurella. Nunez nice and aggressive. Throwing Manchester City. Well played, Matis Nunez. Brilliant from the fullback. If we win with 6 points off Arsenal, if we beat them next week, 3 points, and let's say we win our game in hand, it's down to goal difference. Quite right, City Fever. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. There's still a long way to go in this one. A lot of football yet to be played in this one today. Mark Gay in towards Doku here against Malo Gusto. Doku against Gusto. Doku does well to keep it, wins it back. Well played after losing it. Gay. Back to Kusanov. Kusanov with the ball forward here. It's a great ball to Semenyo, who takes it out the air brilliantly. Semenyo into Kukureya. Semenyo inside here. Semenyo! Oh, blocked away. Haaland wanted at the far post. Semenyo maybe should have passed to him. What a ball by Kusanov. I don't know if Semenyo should send this to the far post straight away. Haaland's there. Oh, he would probably score. Semenyo cuts inside his left foot. I think Haaland wanted at the far post. Maybe Semenyo should fizz that crossing first time. I think Kukureya would have blocked it, to be fair. I think actually Semenyo made the right decision. 2-0 there, and that's perhaps game. What a ball by Kusanov. What a fantastic cross in behind the defence. Semenyo should have passed it to Sheriff. Yeah, should he put that across the box to Haaland? I just think Kukureya had read it, and I think Kukureya may have blocked it. Would have been offside to Sheriff. Oh, well, that's different. Crossing from City in the corner, headed away by Chelsea. Bernardo Silva goes chasing after it. Into Rodri. Well played, Bernardo. Rodri. It's a ball in behind Semenyo. Rodri. Oh, just not looking forward again, Rodri. Done that a few times in recent weeks, I would say. Kusanov. Jeremy Doku. Left to Shirky. Doku. Give him some support now. Ryan Shirky. Shirky still. In towards Mark Gay. Well played, Shirky. Shirky again here. Shirky, the ball in behind Semenyo. It's brilliant again. Semenyo takes it down. Semenyo, pull it back to Bernardo Silva, which he does do under pressure. Need to be a little bit quicker, that one. Shirky, away from Palmer. Brilliant from Shirky there. Back out to Nunes. Onto Nunes again by Shirky. Shirky back onto Rodri. Pressure from João Pedro onto Kusanov. You can feel the tension building, can't you, a little bit in this one. Mark Gay. Jeremy Doku. Again, 2 across to him. Gay's the man in support. O'Reilly. O'Reilly back towards Kusanov. Could do with a second goal here, couldn't we, Manchester City? And cringe, actually, only City and Arsenal have a goal difference over 30. The closest United with 30. Well, that's a big difference there. Oh, ball in behind to Nunes here. Good ball. Nunes, can he get it across the box? He does do. Into the box by Nunes. Howell looks to attack it. It's great defending by Wesley Fofana for Chelsea. It's behind for a corner. Another brilliant ball again by Ryan Shirky. It's in behind to Matheus Nunes. Lifts it into the box. It's good defending by Fofana before Haaland can attack it. He was waiting Haaland to attack it. It's good defending by Wesley Fofana. Corner ball, Manchester City. Corner ball. Cross to come in from Ryan Shirky on the corner here, Manchester City. Options in the box, of course. Cross comes in. Does it? No, he plays it short to Doku. Jeremy Doku. Doku still. Doku. Out to Shirky. Shirky on the right foot. Shirky. Shirky keeps going here. Shirky brilliant. In towards Gahey. Mark Gahey! Oh, Manchester City score again! And it's the former Chelsea man, Mark Gahey. And he does celebrate in front of the City fans. 2-0 Manchester City. It's Mark Gahey with a goal. And City have completely turned this game on Chelsea after that first half. Shirky again. Fantastic from the Frenchman. And Mark Gahey makes it 2-0. Massive goal by Mark Gay in Manchester City. Whew, that takes a little bit of pressure off, but it's still there. Shirky found by Doku from the corner. And then Ryan Shirky, you think he's going to shoot here. You keep thinking he's going to shoot, but no. He finds Gay brilliantly. Great touch by Mark Gay, and what a strike from the centre-back, by the way. What a strike. And absolutely unbelievable from Shirky. To find Gay in that space, and what a strike by Mark. What a strike. Centre-back hitting one like that. But Shirky again is at it. Outside the boot pass. Through to Mark Gay, through a crowd of Chelsea players. He pokes it through to him. He looks one... Shirky does a no-look then as well. He looks one way and passes the other. It's brilliant. 2-0 Manchester City. Wow. Brilliant from Shirky. Pep Guardiola loves that. Absolutely loves that. Let's go for a third and sit and try and hold on to this lead to City Fever. I agree. Kill this game, make it 3. Brill, 2-0 says MK. What a centre-back he is, says Sheriff. Well, 2-0 up. Oh, and it could be 30. Hatton and he gets nicked. His pocket picked by Semenyo there. Oh, and Chelsea come the other way. Bit of trouble now. Neto against Nunes and Kusanov reads it. And Donnarumma clears it up and away. Semenyo flicks it onto Haaland, flicks it back into Semenyo. Caicedo forward. Bernardo Silva back forward again by him. Down by Gusto. O'Reilly into the path of Doku. He's in a foot race with Malo Gusto here. Gusto in trouble. He goes back to his goalkeeper brilliantly now. In Sanchez, been close. The goal difference, exactly. Goals do matter for City. Cucurella. Into nil to João Pedro. City being opened up a little bit here. I don't like it. João Pedro giving away to Doku. Well played, City. Back to Mark Gay. Well, 10 assists now for Shirky in the Premier League. Only Bruno Fernandes leads him with 16. Rodri into Matheus Nunes. Brings the ball forward. Nunes still. Back to Semenyo. Into Rodri. Back he goes to Kusanov. Well played, Manchester City. Very, very good performance this second half compared to the first. What would you do backline next season with Vardiel back? Very difficult. Very difficult, City fever. I think that... I think Gay and Kusanov should keep the place. And Vardiel should be... it should be between them three, really. They'd be my top three. Bernardo Silva, what a challenge on Pedro Neto by captain Bernardo Silva. Shirky. Oh, Shirky, it's insane! Little flick up, kick up, and he plays it through to Semenyo. Outrageous from the Frenchman. Semenyo slammed by Caicedo, freaking Manchester City. Ryan Shirky is insane. He flicks the ball up to do a kick-up and then plays it in behind first time to Semenyo. The man is an absolute superstar. Wow. Brilliant from Shirky. Absolutely brilliant. They've got to show us again. Surely show a replay of that. He's just an unbelievable footballer. I'm so glad I can. I mean, it's crazy. We say, I remember the people on this channel, maybe some of you guys, so I manifested the Shirky signing, begging City to sign him. It happened. O'Reilly, they're crossing here. Haaland could attack it. It's headed away to the far post. Cucurella heads it on. Out to Rodri. Back onto Doku. Into Mark Gay. Well played. Back wide to Rodri. Doku. O'Reilly. O'Reilly into the box to Bernardo Silva. Comes out to Doku. Doku could shoot here. Doku. Bernardo Silva's there. And Chelsea get it away. And a good tackle by O'Reilly here on Esteval, but it's late. Ah, City with a chance. O'Reilly could replace Bernardo and the captain role go to Gay. Yeah, well, really... O'Reilly could play in Bernardo Silva's position alongside Rodri next season. Vardiel goes to left back, playing the role that O'Reilly does because he can do that. And Gay Kusanov keep the place. We could easily do that next season. I wouldn't be against that at all. Sanchez under pressure here. Fofana. Pressed by Doku. Malo Gusto. Into Cole Palmer. Ball through, cut out by Mark Gay. Simply brilliant from Gay again. Rodri to Shirky. And back towards Kusanov. Brilliant. It's like we switched on now, says Sharif. Yeah, it certainly is. It's like a switch has been flicked after that first goal, to be honest. Mark Gay. Doku. But there's still a long way to go in this game. Captain will probably be Rodri or Haaland, maybe Donnarumma, says City Fever. Next year, I think the captain might be Rodri, and that probably means he leaves after that. Whoever's the captain, it's like a curse. They become captain, then leave. I think Rodri could be one of the captains for City. All depends on if he wants to stay at the club next season. Gay to Rodri. Nice ball. And Nico O'Reilly's gone down here. And Chelsea play on. They won't put it out. Not very sportsmanlike from Chelsea. And Nunes and City want to play the ball out. O'Reilly's gone down here with a problem, Nico O'Reilly. And he's struggling. But I didn't like that from Chelsea there. Nico O'Reilly goes down and says he's done his hamstring. And Chelsea play on. So we'll have to see. The Minecrafting Farmer. I love the channel. Well, absolutely fantastic for you to be here. Thank you very much. Well, we've got a problem here, Manchester City, and that is with Nico O'Reilly, who might have just tweaked the hamstring. Has he tweaked the hamstring here? If he has, I think Nathan Ake will be a replacement. That's a worry for City, because he's been such a good player for us. We don't want him to be injured, do we? He's crucial in the running, Nico O'Reilly, the goals he scores. It's so unfortunate. But he's feeling the hamstring a little bit here. Well, Yaya Toure is in the stands today for Manchester City. Of course, his brother Colo is assistant coach to Pep Guardiola. We'll have to see. And it looks like O'Reilly's going to be forced off here. Oh, what a strike from O'Reilly as well with the head. What a strike. Really, really brilliant from Nico O'Reilly. In the box with the head. A bit of a laugh with Pep Guardiola and O'Reilly here. He's gone straight down the tunnel, which is a bit of a worry because he's such a crucial player for us. And it is Ryan Aït-Nouri replace him. It's not Nathan Ake. It's going to be Ryan Aït-Nouri. Well, big moment for Aït-Nouri now. This might be the most underrated channel on YouTube, says the Minecraft fan. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm sure there's some hidden gems out there, don't you worry. Aït-Nouri's in such good form. Like they play anymore to City Fever because O'Reilly's fantastic. But here's Aït-Nouri's chance. What's your plan for the City career mode, says the Minecrafting farmer? Well, you'll have to wait and see on that one. You'll have to wait and see on that one. Getting to Doku. Oh, City! What are we doing giving the ball away cheaply? Estevao. Into Palmer. Chance. Santos. Gusto against Doku. Oh, well played, Doku, to go and win it back off Gusto. Counter Manchester City. Here's Jeremy Doku. Aït-Nouri in the overlap here. Doku to Aït-Nouri. It's a bad pass by Doku. It's a corner for Manchester City. The referees give a free kick. It's a bad pass by Doku. The way to pass was really poor to Aït-Nouri there. Well, Alejandro Garnacho is going to come on for Chelsea here, former Manchester United man, which is a worry. I'd like to see Cole Palmer come off, really. He's always somebody who feels dangerous. Robert Sanchez. Fofana. Oh, good play by Chelsea. Estevao, that's a dangerous pass back to Caicedo. And Fofana back onto Sanchez. They deal with that well there, Chelsea. We can't concede single goal, says Sheriff. Well, hopefully not. I think if we concede a goal, the momentum of this game could swing drastically in Chelsea's favour. Caicedo. Ball through. Kusanov cuts it out well. In towards Rodri. Bernardo Silva. Well, Aït-Nouri's chance to shine now. I mean, you could see that O'Reilly's out for a little bit of a while. We know the quality of Aït-Nouri. I think he's a brilliant player. He's taken a bit of time to bed in at City. He's in really good form before that. He came out of the team again. O'Reilly's so good in that position. Here's Aït-Nouri. But Aït-Nouri, I think, is better in the wider area, and Doku going more centrally now. Gay, great ball to Shirky. What a run. Trouble again for Chelsea. Shirky across the box to Haaland. Haaland really should go for a near post. He's gone far post. It's into the hands of Sanchez. That was a great chance for a hat-trick of assists for Ryan Shirky there. Really good chance. Santos. Here is Joao Pedro. Wide to Cucurella. He's offside here, surely. Cucurella. They play on. Out to Cole Palmer. Hits his shot over the bar. And the City players are saying it was offside anyway. Well, he was offside, Mark Cucurella, but the linesman doesn't give it. And Chelsea get a corner from that situation. Good block by Mark Gay. Was it a tackle on Palmer? Yeah, great block by Gay on the shot from Cole Palmer. You can't help but feel bad for Diaz, Stones and Ake right now, so City Fever. Well, I mean, I don't, to be honest. Cross in here. Oh, free header for Chelsea. Donnarumma punches. Good goalkeeping, to be fair to him. Nunes away. Gusto. Come on, City, wake up. Palmer again here. Palmer looks to cross it, decides against it. Palmer looks to turn again, and Palmer doing too much here. He's running out for a goal kick. Cole Palmer again, trying to do too much. Very greedy from Cole Palmer. Well, there's going to be a double change for Chelsea. There's going to be a former Man United man and a former City man. So, on comes Alejandro Garnacho. He's going to replace Estevao. And then André Santos in the midfield is going to be replaced by Romeo Lavia. Who do you think is the most underrated City player other than Kusanov, says the Minecrafting farmer? Ooh, that's a good question, actually. Most underrated City player. Ooh, that's a difficult one. That's a very difficult one. I would say Bernardo Silva, maybe? I don't know. I think Bernardo Silva's really good. I think he isn't rated as highly as he should be amongst fans. I mean, I've underrated him at times as well. Ake did well against Arsenal. Sheriff, he certainly did. Here's Kusanov for Manchester City. Clip one in behind here towards Semenyo. Bit of chance for City again here. Semenyo! Semenyo! And hits it straight at Robert Sanchez. Caicedo. Oh, dispossessed by Doku. Doku's in here. Doku! 3-0 Manchester City. It's Jeremy Doku. Caicedo caught on the ball. And Doku makes it 3. Well, what a mistake by Chelsea that is. Moises Caicedo, the captain. Big mistake. And Jeremy Doku makes it 3. Come on. 3-0 Manchester City. And it's Jeremy Doku. I think his wife's pregnant, so he's going to put the ball up his top and announce that pregnancy there, yeah. with celebration. Jeremy Doku makes it 3. Come on. Everyone's been ripping Doku apart in line. Well, there you are. It's shot by Semenyo into the hands of Robert Sanchez. He rolls it out to Caicedo, just turns right into Jeremy Doku, nicks it off Caicedo, and puts it in the back of net himself. It's very, very poor from Chelsea. Very poor. His first goal of the year for Doku. It's 3-0 Manchester City, and they are tearing Chelsea apart. Brilliant. Moises Caicedo, that's poor. Caught on the ball. Doku makes it 3. And City certainly are building up that goal difference. Well, guys, this is certainly a game we can enjoy as City fans. 3-0 against Chelsea. Well, Mansour in the stands there. He's got a bottle with an Arsenal badge on it. If you know Mansour, he sits near the tunnel at the Etihad. He's been there for a long time. His son's called Yaya after Yaya Toure. And he has got a bottle with an Arsenal badge on it. Well, City's goal difference now just 2 off Arsenal. And the Poznan is out at Stamford Bridge. We're closing that gap. Nico, Mark and Jeremy get the job done to City, and it's, well, this is a massive game. This is a massive game for City, and a massive win if it keeps going this way. But it's a long way to go yet, and I'm not going to get to myself. Garnacho on this far side, 70 minutes on the clock. Garnacho against Nunez. Into Cole Palmer. Out to Cucurella. Back to Palmer, swung in by Cole Palmer. João Pedro with a header. And it's wide of the post by the Brazilian. Once again, a brilliant chance for João Pedro. And maybe Manchester City should be punished there. Cross comes in from Cucurella. Or Palmer it is. Mark Gay, brilliant defending. Brilliant defending from Mark Gay there. Does really, really well to put off João Pedro. And it goes behind for a goal kick. Good defending from Gay. He's been class today. Absolutely class. Donnarumma. It's gone long here, Donnarumma. Straight to Chelsea. It's terrible from the Italian. Palmer against Gay. What is Donnarumma doing? He's got Gay in space and he decides to go long to Haaland. If he finds him, great, but it's a poor pass. Neto. Swung in by Neto to the far post here, away by Nunez. Cucurella gets there. Out to Caicedo on the volley. Blocked away by Kusanov. And Chelsea keep coming forward here. Neto. Aït-Nouri goes and takes it off him brilliantly. Rio Aït-Nouri and back towards Bernardo Silva. Gay under pressure. Good pass to Rodri. Oh, Rodri's caught out here. It's a nasty challenge on Rodri. He's down. The referee says play on Cucurella with a strike here. Cucurella drags it just past the post. Really close from Marc Cucurella. Donnarumma beaten. But Rodri's down here. Well, it's a nasty challenge from Romeo Lavia on Rodri. What a chance. Cucurella's... Ooh, Donnarumma's beaten. Donnarumma is beaten. And Cucurella's shot is inches away from the far post. Rodri is still down injured here. And it looks like there's trouble here for Rodri. Ooh, it's a really nasty challenge on the right knee of Rodri by Romeo Lavia. And it looks a bad one for the Spaniard who can't seem to get back to his feet. This is concerning. It certainly is. He's in a lot of pain, is Rodri. A lot of pain here. Well, it's the right knee of Rodri. Slammed into by Romeo Lavia. Oh, it's a very nasty tackle. Who do you think will be the best sign for City this summer and why, says the Minecrafting Farmer? The best sign for City this summer? Depends. If Rodri's injured right now, holding midfielder. Pablo Barrios. I'm not quite sure. I think the best sign this summer for City would be maybe... Ooh, I think Elliot Anderson would be a very good sign, to be fair. I agree with that. I mean, Lamine Yamal. Obviously not going to happen, is it, Michael Olise? Well, they're enjoying themselves, the City fans, watching the clip of him on TV of him doing the Arsenal bottle celebration. Rodri is really struggling here with his right knee. It's a nasty challenge from Romeo Lavia. It's very late. It's certainly a foul which the referee doesn't pick up on. I don't quite understand how the referee hasn't seen it. Rodri in the full official having a bit of debate there. And Donnarumma goes long from the goal kick now. Down towards Kusanov. Lumps it up and away and into the air. Shirky and João Pedro. Pedro heads it down towards Cucurella. Rodri off now, Reinders on. I mean, defensively, if we bring Tajani Reinders on, we're in trouble. It should be Nico Anveles, if anyone. Although Nico's not fantastic on the ball. I think Rodri's back on the field and he seems to be okay. For now, anyway. Bernardo Silva against Cole Palmer. Clears it away as far as João Pedro. Pressure from Shirky. Pedro turns away from him. João Pedro goes for goal. It's blocked by Rodri. And all the way out towards Gerald Hato. Also, they need to hang on now, don't they? So Rodri stays on and he's limping. Skipping a little bit, but hopefully he's okay, Rodri. Big moment in the game if Rodri's injured, of course. And big moment in City's season, especially if him and O'Reilly are injured after this one. Fofana. Cucurella chased by Rodri. Into Cole Palmer. Kusanov, wonderful step out and intercept. And then back towards Bernardo Silva, Rodri. Mark Gay, well played, City. Come on, Tajani, but then we're 3-0 up, so they can't come back. City edits, I really do admire the confidence, but you can't be like that. I mean, you can't be like that. Kusanov with a wonderful switch-up. What a ball by Kusanov again. He's just swung a ball in towards Doku. Incredible pass from Kusanov. Doku. Onto Aitnuri. What a ball by Kusanov. My word, he's been unbelievable on the ball. He's about a million times the player Diaz is on the ball as well. I mean, Diaz is not as good as Kusanov on the ball. Nowhere near it. Here is Gay. Kusanov. City fans want him to shoot. Kusanov shoots! Oh! Just past the post by City's number 45. Well, he's just put an absolute peach of a pass over the top of the Chelsea defence. Then he shoots. It's not far past the post. I think for a moment there, some of the City players thought it was going in. Oh, straight from Kusanov. It's actually way wide, but dangerous from him. There's going to be change for City now. So Ryan Shirky, he's off. He's going to be rested by Pep Guardiola. He's going to be replaced by Phil Foden. Off comes Shirky. Super performance again for Shirky, who puts his shin pads in his shorts. That's sort of his thing, isn't it? And Jeremy Doku is off as well for Manchester City. He needs to be replaced by Savinho, who's got rid of the braids. He only had the braids for one day. The blue moon is rising. You're quite right, Sheriff. But there's a way to go yet. A way to go yet in the title race. Brilliant performance from Ryan Shirky today. Really good. Really, really good. So Foden on. Savinho on. One of our own. Phil Foden shirt out there. He's getting on TV a lot here. Here's Mansour. Fans around him are laughing. Robert Sanchez. Hato. Into Caicedo. Moises Caicedo. Onto Fofana. Do you think we can win the Prem, says the Minecraft farmer? Yeah, I think we can win the Prem. There's a long way to go. 8 games to go yet, isn't there? Ball over top here to João Pedro. Taken on the chest here by the Brazilian. Flicked over Gay. Onto Palmer. Mark Gay goes and wins it back. Brilliant again by him. Aitnuri. Gay. Rodri. Into Foden. Well done. Phil Foden away from Romeo Lavia. Back on towards Bernardo Silva. Bernardo back to Nunes. Foden. Pressure from Hato on Phil Foden here. Foul on Phil Foden. Free kick Manchester City. Well played, Phil Foden. We definitely can win the Prem, says City Edits. We definitely can. But we've got to beat Arsenal at the Etihad next weekend. That is the big one. That is a massive game. If City beat Arsenal at the Etihad, I'll believe. But right now, I'm not so sure. Because I think, if Arsenal get a draw at the Etihad, they'd still win the league. So, don't forget that. Haaland with a poor pass here. Straight to Garnacho. Well, the vote is, can Haaland score again today? He hasn't scored yet. Still time, 10 minutes or so to go. The massive game against Arsenal. Massive game. The only quadruple Arsenal will be doing is second 4 times in a row, says Sheriff. Is quite right. Quite right. Here's Caicedo. And a poor pass to Pedro Neto to the right of him. I can barely hear you, says City Edits. I don't know why. Turn your phone up. Turn your thing up. Gay. Well played. Aitnuri. Oh, it's got in his own net, this Aitnuri. And Donnarumma is slowly walking towards it. Rodri. Nunes. Matheus Nunes. Good play from Nunes again here. Foden. Back towards Rodri. Back onto Kusanov. I mean, how are any of these players going to get in this team ahead of, you know, the players that are out there right now? Aitnuri, great take and turn by Aitnuri. Is away from Caicedo, Ryan Aitnuri. Aitnuri plays Haaland. Does he know? Just can't find it. Falls to Semenyo. Semenyo hits it first time. Tries to bend it into the top corner. Behind for a goal kick. MK can hear me, but they're a bit mutton. A bit deaf. A good chance there. Aitnuri can poke that ball through for Erling Haaland, and it would have been fought. Just cut out by Chelsea. Only just. Only just. Here's Nunes. Nunes back towards Kusanov. Across the right gate. Gay for City brings it forward. I mean, Chelsea 3-0 down, 10 minutes to go. I think they know the game's sort of gone away from them. Semenyo, who's come to this left-hand side now. And he skipped away from Gusto, Semenyo. And Semenyo shoots. Why didn't he pass to Haaland? I don't know. He just hits it into the ground. It's poor by Semenyo. It's a bit selfish from Semenyo. He should be looking to Haaland there, really. I think he's like a pass and shot by Semenyo. I really do think he should be looking for Erling Haaland there. We need to score against us, Sheriff. Well, the 3 points will be enough. Of course, a 4 or 5-0 win would be nice. In a way, I also think Arsenal United could have won the Prem for 4 in a row in the 80s and 90s, but Arsenal stopped them. Yeah, it's very difficult to win 4 in a row. There's only one team that's ever done it. And of course, that is the away team today, Manchester City. We're the only team to ever do it. So changes for City. But now Silva's coming off, and it's going to be the return of Mateo Kovacic. They've not seen him for quite a while, but he's going to get a run out of Stamford Bridge here today. Kovacic, who suffered an Achilles injury or a heel injury at the start of the season, had surgery, came back against Villarreal in the league phase of the UEFA Champions League, came off the bench to play against Villarreal for a very short amount of time, then was off injured again, had to have surgery once again, and he's back on the pitch once again, Mateo Kovacic, here for Bernardo Silva, former Chelsea man, of course, on the field now. And Chelsea are going to make 2 changes of their own. So Delap's going to come on and try and injure our players, because that's what Liam Delap does. So it's going to be Caicedo for Dario Asugio and João Pedro for Liam Delap. So here comes Delap to try and foul a few people. He'd probably be a better cage fighter than a footballer, to be honest, but that's how it is. So Delap comes on as well now. So Caicedo out, the captain for Asugio. Delap, he's on for João Pedro. So Delap will come on and foul everyone and probably kick a few people and throw his body weight about. That's what he does, Delap. Kusanov fires into Fonia, can't control it, neither can Savinho. Lavia in towards Asugio and across towards Malagusto. Fofana under pressure again. Fofana. Pressure from Semenyo. Ooh, we got a little bit lucky there with his touch. And Sanchez can play it out left. Semenyo's working his way across here. Malagusto. Haaland's come out to his left-hand side now. Neto. Palmer. Ball switcher play by Palmer. It's a nice switch, is it? It's a bit too heavy for Garnacho. Will he get there? He does get there. Garnacho against Nunes now. Garnacho. Back out to the edge of the box towards Romeo Lavia. Palmer. Hato. Garnacho in space once again here. Garnacho up against Nunes. Garnacho. Back out to Cucurella. Back out to Lavia. Lavia clips over top here to Cucurella. What a ball! What a save by Donnarumma. And lumped away by Semenyo. Brilliant save from Gigi Donnarumma there. Chelsea should have kept Maresca, says Queen. Who's your player of the match? It's either Gay or Shirky, I think. Oh, what a ball by Romeo Lavia. Great run by Cucurella. And it's a good save by Donnarumma, who keeps out the header from Cucurella. It is sort of at him, but he keeps it out, Donnarumma. Good save. Here is Gusto. Asugio. Palmer. Cucurella. Aitnuri. Free kick Chelsea on the edge of the box here. Foul by Aitnuri on Malagusto. That is poor from Aitnuri. O'Reilly says Sharif is his player of the match. Yeah, you mustn't forget O'Reilly as well. He was fantastic before coming off the injury. Oh, it's a terrible challenge by Aitnuri on Gusto. Very poor by City's number 21. On the ankle, stood showing. Poor, silly challenge by Ait Nuri. Didn't need to happen. This stage of the game, really. Well, don't forget to like the video if you haven't already. Please do subscribe to the channel if you are new. Also, you can come and follow me on for the Finalysis app. We can turn your passion into power. And you can rate the players after this game, give your man of the match and so on. And Cole Palmer has set this up for a free kick here. So Palmer from the set piece. Palmer from the set piece for Chelsea now. Savinho is laid down behind the wall. And Cole Palmer is set to take this. He's taking his time, is Palmer. The referee is making sure the wall is following the rules now. Be so many yards away, don't the Chelsea players in their wall. Garnacho's come out to this far side here, which means the City player surely gets dragged across to Garnacho. Seems unlikely that Palmer will pass. There we go. Free kick Chelsea. Cole Palmer over it. Cole Palmer and a save by Donnarumma as he plays it the near post. Well read by City's Italian. Palmer rolls it straight at him and he makes the save. Too close to sort of lips over the wall, I think. Is Savinho on, says Sheriff. He is on. Semenyo, gay. Ait Nuri. Terrible from Ait Nuri. It's not a good cameo at all here, but City get it back against Semenyo. Poor pass to Haaland by Semenyo. Oh, and City win it back off Gusto. Semenyo onto Haaland here. And here comes Erling Haaland marauding this Chelsea defence here. Haaland here. Big challenge by Asugio. Brilliant challenge by him on Erling Haaland. I think Haaland's there. He's run too central, really. Gay. Good interception again by Gay. He's been brilliant. Foden. Into Ait Nuri. Fantastic. Ait Nuri. Could cross it. Decides against it. So overcomplicating things. Ait Nuri here. He skips past both Chelsea players. Across comes into the box. It's well played by him. And he wins a corner. Well done, Ait Nuri there. Fantastic play. What do we do if Arsenal get a corner? Well, that's the only way they're going to score from a corner, isn't it, Arsenal, most of the time? Or a penalty. We can do it again to City Fever. Yeah, I think Arsenal will be a lot better at the Etihad next weekend. I'll be there, so I have to see. I think they're going to be a lot better, Arsenal. They know they've got to win that game, really. Or they're going to come for a draw, maybe. A draw would win the title as well. City know they've got to win it. Corner ball. Ait Nuri to take it here for City. And it's swung by Ait Nuri. Across the whole box here. Comes out to the far side to Savinho. On to Matheus Nunes. Nunes. Savinho on this far right-hand side. A bit of space for Savinho now. What can he do with it? Rodri. Kovacic. Kusanov. Another brilliant switch of play by Kusanov to Ait Nuri. The guy's absolutely fantastic. Ait Nuri whips another cross in. Off the head of Joel Hato. Another corner to Manchester City. I think Kusanov has been absolutely special today. He really, really has been absolutely brilliant. Well, Noel Gallagher is in the stands here today. Always gets an away ticket somehow, doesn't he, Noel? Always gets an away ticket. He's going home early as well. Are you doing commentary against the Arsenal, says the Minecraft farmer. I won't be doing a commentary against Arsenal because I'll be at the game. Quite right, Sharif. Home games, I'm there. In by Foden. Haaland flicks onto the far post here. Oh, the lap stops a City player getting the end of it. Should have been 4 there for Manchester City. Should have been 4. Savinho throws it into Rodri. Nunes. Kovacic. Rodri. Savinho against Cucurella to Kovacic, back in behind to Savinho. Savinho into the box here, lifts it towards Erling Haaland, looks to head it. Fofana gets there, and a foul by Haaland on Fofana apparently. As he goes to head it there, Erling Haaland. He's got a big red mark around his neck, Erling Haaland. It looks like someone has pulled him down. Grabbed him. Well, Chelsea to make another change here. It's going to be Malo Gusto off at right back. And he's going to be replaced by Thomas Achampong, who is a player that's been sort of tentatively linked with Manchester City. I think he's a player that City have looked at in the past. Came for the Chelsea youth system, only 19 years of age. He's probably more of a centre-back than a right-back, actually. But he comes on in that right-back role for Liam Rossini here, who has seen his side get beaten once again and comfortably. I mean, it's 88 minutes now on the clock. I don't see a way back for Chelsea. The chance of Chelsea behind, though. It's Garnacho on the end of it. Garnacho! Blocked by Nunes. and kept in by Donnarumma. Well played. We do have 7 shots on target. I mean, yeah. Unfortunately, you can't score all your shots on target, can you? Mark Gay for City. Into Kovacic. Rodri. Across to Nunez. I think City have been very, very good in the second half. Very good in the second half. Nunez. Savinho. Terrible pass by Savinho. Gives it away. Kovacic goes chasing. Foden wins it off Asugo. Pushes Foden to the deck. There's no fouls to the referee. Here's Cole Palmer against Haaland. And Erling Haaland just goes and takes it off Cole Palmer brilliantly. Then Mark Gay. He's been super today. Semenyo against Achimpong. He's going to run him here, Semenyo. Keeps running with Achimpong. He's going to go around the outside of him here. Good tackle by Achimpong. Throwing Manchester City. Good play from Antoine Semenyo. Another good performance from him today, I feel. Not long left now. Certainly not. Kovacic. Rodri. Kovacic. Kusanov. On towards Matheus Nunes. Here's Savinho. Savinho the cross in. It's a poor cross by Savinho. It's overhit. Comes wide left towards Ait Nuri. Mark Gay in support again here. Gay. Kovacic. Foden. Oh, poor pass by Phil Foden to Gay. Good chance again for City to make it 4 there. Foden seeing Gay. I mean, Mark Gay's been up and down that pitch like crazy today. He's played like a midfielder most of the time. Been absolutely unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable today, Mark Gay. How many added minutes? Surely there's not 8 more minutes added, is the Sheriff? There is going to be 8 more minutes added. I think that's for the Rodri injury, isn't it? 8 more added minutes here. Which is crazy. I think that's for Rodri being injured, but 8 minutes, really? Rodri, another foul by Lavia on Rodri. Another time that Lavia slams into Rodri. Ridiculous. That's 2 times Lavia's just slammed into Rodri and not gone to play the ball. Very frustrating. Well, the Chelsea fans have gone home. I don't think they'll be too disappointed, Chelsea. They will be in the side, of course, performance, but, you know, every Manchester City win means less chance of Arsenal winning the league, and I've seen a lot of Chelsea fans quite happy. Ait Nuri in behind to Semenyo. Oh, just won't get there. The Ait Nuri passes over here out for a throw, but 8 added minutes is a lot. But a few substitutions, 3 goals, Rodri injury. Yeah, I mean, they're adding a lot of minutes on, aren't they? Throwing for Achimpong to take. Throws it in long towards Delap. Poor touch, and Gay deals with him. Rodri back towards Kusanov. Away from Delap by Kusanov. Marauding forward here, Kusanov. Wide right to Savinho. Savinho for City. Savinho into Foden. Phil Foden. Phil Foden still. Chance. Haaland on the turn. Haaland hits one. Blocked away. It was going in the bottom corner. It's a good block by Chelsea. That were going in from Erling Haaland. Good chance. That would have been 4. And that would have been 83% of you guys right. We haven't created many chances for Erling Haaland today, and that's why he's not scored today. I actually think off-the-ball work he's been quite good. Mark Gay. Semenyo. Gay into Semenyo. Rodri. Another foul on Rodri. Gay to Ait Nuri. Rodri. Gay. Kovacic. Rodri. Well played City back towards Kusanov. Mateo Kovacic again here. Ait Nuri. Kovacic. Comes on and recycles the ball well. Doesn't need the possession well. Kovacic. Semenyo. It was a brilliant block, wasn't it, by the Chelsea man? Kovacic pushing the back here by Asugio. Free kick Manchester City. Rodri to Mark Gay. City just seen out the game now. 8 added minutes is a ridiculous amount added on. Haaland has been great. I give him 78. Says Sheriff from Finalysis. Fair enough. Yeah, I think that's fair. I think he's done good. He's done well with getting back and defending. Poor ball by City, but Haaland gets there. Ait Nuri. Foden, Ait Nuri still. Keeps going here, Ait Nuri. Just pass the ball. You know, 3 or 4 times to pass the ball. He sides against it, and Mark Gay cuts out another chance for Chelsea. But Cole Palmer's on the end of it. And Ait Nuri doesn't foul him. Just puts him off. And they work it wide towards Pedro Neto here. And Gay across towards Neto. And there's Neto, and Mark Gay takes it off him again. Gay pushed to the floor by Neto. Referee says play on. Cucurella. Garnacho against Nunez. Back out to Cucurella. Lavia. Palmer. Lavia once more. Hato. Chelsea with a bit of possession on the edge of the City box here. Cole Palmer for Chelsea. Achimpong. Palmer. 4 minutes left or so. Pedro Neto. Achimpong in space here. Poor touch by him though. He's offside anyway. Free kick Manchester City. Kovacic should take his time this one. And Donnarumma is just telling his team to calm down here. Don't want any injuries. Don't want to be anything like that. Nothing silly. Just see out this game. I think Mark Gay could be man of the match today, by the way. I think he's been insane. Foul by Delap. I mean, Liam Delap, is he a footballer? There's a big question about that. He might not be a footballer. Free kick Manchester City. Okay, back to Rodri. Kovacic, Kusanov. I mean, Joško Vardiol might be back before the end of the season as well, which could be quite big. Probably just get a few minutes under his belt, really. I see Gigi's future captaincy City edits. You know, I disagree there. I think that we won't have Donnarumma at City long. I think 3 seasons and he'll be gone. Seems to the time span he spends at a club. I think he wants to go back to Italy. Kusanov wide towards Aït-Nouri here. Ryan Aït-Nouri. Ball into the box to Haaland. The far post here. It's just over Haaland. Savinho takes down the far post. Savinho. Back out to Nunes. In by Nunes to Haaland again. Haaland with a header here. And into the hands of Robert Sanchez. Another chance for Erling Haaland, but he can't put it in the back of the net. All smiles by the Norwegian. I honestly don't care about Haaland's goal tally at all. As long as we win games and he scores the chance he gets, when we're 3-0 up, it's fine. I know we can talk about goal difference and so on. Well, I think Robert Sanchez here has held on the ball for too long, and they've given a corner to Manchester City. The Chelsea goalkeeper Robert Sanchez holds onto the ball for too long. So it's a corner for Manchester City. Who's, in your opinion, the most overrated in the City team? Ooh. It's a tough question, isn't it? That's a difficult one. It's a difficult one. I don't like to be negative about the players. Maybe Ruben Diaz? Maybe Ruben Diaz right now? I don't know. Cross comes in. Dealt with. And a foul on Cucurella by somebody somewhere. Foul against Erling Haaland, who can't believe it. I think the referees just give that because he's not happy with the free kick that he gave before against Chelsea. Haaland walks away. It feels like the referee did that to try and make up for the giving the corner against Chelsea anyway. That they were happy about. Haaland definitely, says Sheriff. Ooh. Maybe. It's harsh, that one, though, I think. So free kick Chelsea. 96 minutes on the clock here. Robert Sanchez to send it long. But we are going to see a Manchester City win here today. We are going to see 3 points away at the bridge. And we are going to see City get that little bit closer to the league leaders Arsenal, which I think is pretty big. 1 minute left of added time. Joel Hatto. Back to Wesley Fofana. Palmer. Fofana. Lavia. Palmer. Turn the centre circle by Cole Palmer, but absolutely nowhere to go. As you know, back towards Wesley Fofana. Erling Haaland just reserving energy now. Doesn't need to run about. Well, I said 2-0. I think Andrew predicted 3-0 in the live chat, so congratulations to him. He's going to be correct, unless Chelsea get a late consolation goal. It's good defending from Antoine Semenyo. Kovacic is dispossessing the edge of his box here. Cole Palmer the chance. Foden, great defending by Foden. Back to Donnarumma, who plays it away towards Aït-Nouri. Well played, Phil Foden. Well played, Phil Foden. I predicted 2-0. Rodri into Foden. Foul by Cucurella. Referee thinks not. It felt like a foul by Cucurella, that, and Phil Foden. I don't think the referee's been particularly good today. Again. And Chimpong. Lavia. Fofana. Hatto. Still with play on here. Cole Palmer. Blocked by Rodri. Haaland on the turn here. Kovacic. Oh, it's a horrible challenge on Kovacic here by Dario Asugio. Absolutely a horrible challenge here. He's going to get a yellow card. It's a terrible challenge. Absolutely terrible challenge from the Portuguese midfielder on Mateo Kovacic there. It's only a yellow card, but it's one of those sort of orange card challenges that Absolutely slams him. It's, you know, high up as well, a challenge. It's nasty. Both legs as well. It's unnecessary. Well, that's full time. Manchester City 3, Chelsea 0. 3 points for City leaves them 6 points behind Arsenal with 2 games in hand. Is it 1 game in hand? 2 games in hand with Arsenal to play. 1 game in hand with Arsenal to play. All smiles from the City players who know this could be massive in the title race. Unfortunately, 83% of you guys are wrong. Haaland did not score today. But thankfully, a lot of you guys are right with the scoreline. The City would win. Now, I will be going over to Finalysis this evening to turn my passion into power and, of course, rate those players. And I think my man of the match has to be Mark Gay, who I thought was absolutely flawless today, defensively and offensively, and what a finish from the defender as well. It's been great to have you all, not as many today. Really dropped off today, strangely enough. Not as many people join in, but that is absolutely fine. And we'll see you guys for another Matchday live stream next time, which will be one of the away games, because next weekend it's Arsenal at the Etihad. I'll be there for that one. It's going to be absolutely massive. What a game that will be. Let's hope we can enjoy it. We'll see you guys next time.